I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. It's playoff time, so you know we're giving you another episode here tonight. On Monday, we had a thrilling, can you call it thrilling? It was thrilling from one side of the ball and not from anything else. A very dominant victory from the Houston Texans here tonight. Look, we have a lot to talk about, so let's bring in everybody here in the Speakeasy. I'm the large human being, nicknamed Care Bear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here with Emmanuel Acho. How we doing today?
Yo, what's up, beautiful people? I'm not going to lie. Yesterday's show, we had 19,000 people live in the building. I got no rest, so your boy is not feeling 100%, but I'm here, and y'all are here. That's all that matters. Hey, you could be watching any show. You're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted, and these Texans do not take them for granted. A lot to rap about. Let's get to it, Care Bear.
No, Acho getting started with more excuses than the city of Philadelphia. And speaking of the city of Philadelphia, the man fresh off of that loss and ready to, reconcile with I guess his fan base after today. LaShawn McCoy in the building. How we doing today, Shady?
It's been a tough day for me, man. My Birds lost. It's like everything is just bad, Yeah.
It does seem bad right now. Speaking of bad, this guy is not bad at his job. He's one of the best in the game on socials. We're talking about one of the funniest guys also here in the Speakeasy. Definitely funnier than Acho. Social Trey in the building. How we doing today, Social Trey?
Do not let him do it.
What?
He must know that you carry it.
Yeah,
he must know.
He knows I'm packing that heat.
Yesterday, we gave Care Bear a threat.
He's scary. He's a scary guy.
There's a cold war going on right now.
He's scary.
There's an arms war right now.
There is.
An AI battle.
There is.
Care Bear is sitting on AI weaponry to use against Shady, myself, and Social Trey.
Yeah.
But Care Bear knows we too are sitting on weaponry.
You come around here, you will get clapped. Yeah, you will get clapped.
I guarantee you, my tool is a whole lot heavier than whatever you guys got coming. For sure.
I guarantee you, brother.
For sure.
Listen, brother.
I guarantee he don't do it. It's for sure.
I guarantee he's scary. He ain't gonna do nothing.
I won't do nothing.
He a cowboy fan. He ain't gonna say he gonna do nothing.
Hey, let's go ahead.
No, not yet.
Nah.
Not yet.
He's scary. He's a scary guy, man.
Okay. I was about to say, we got a game to talk about here today. We have a game to talk about here today.
He's crying in the bathroom, man. He ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna offer you one last truce, brother.
I'm not gonna offer y'all nothing. It's gonna get real uncomfortable in here today.
He's scary.
It's gonna get real uncomfortable here. We'll see.
Hey, let me say this. Tonight's show might be the last show we ever do.
It might be.
Because nukes are about to be
It
dropped.
might be.
It might be.
Yeah. I need my
Nukes
checks.
are about to be
last or not last. I need my checks. I need my checks.
Care Bear, where we at, G?
Look, man, we have to talk about the game tonight. The Texans absolutely ran over the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-6. The defense scored more points than the offense did for the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers was out there seeing ghosts. I'll let you guys take a look at this right here. This pick six towards the end of the game. I mean, just an absolute killer here for Aaron Rodgers. Guys, looked old out there today.
Talk about it.
Was this the game that finally made Aaron Rodgers realize, the game is lost?
Before I get there, Rome, because it would be disrespectful to talk about Rodgers before I talk about these Texans. It would be disrespectful to talk about the loser before I address the winners. So let me talk about these winners.
Okay.
Can I, Care Bear?
Go ahead.
May I, Rome in the back? May I, sir?
Go ahead.
What we're witnessing with the Houston Texans is a generational defense. Not a good defense, not a great defense, not an elite defense, a generational defense. Aaron Rodgers threw more touchdown passes to Texans defensive backs than he threw to his own receivers. The Texans defense had more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers, had more touchdowns than Justin Herbert. Hell, they had as many, if not more touchdowns than their own offense. This Houston Texans defense will take the Texans as far as they want to go. And you all missed something during the broadcast. I encourage you to watch it. Shady, he said it sitting next to me. D'Amico Ryans, after they ran in that last touchdown with Woody Marks, he looked to a sideline and he said, wear them out. Because that's the Texans' defensive and collective philosophy. We are going to beat you down until you like it. And that's what this Texans defense did. You got Danielle Hunter, you got Will Anderson. I don't care what voters say, and I'm one of them. They're both all pros. You got Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley. I voted for them, both all pros. You got Calen, Bullock, you got Petrie, dominant players. This Texans defense is generational, and so long as this Texans offense just doesn't give the ball away nor the game away, this Texans team will go as far as they want to, Five.
I mean, it's a dangerous defense. You know, when this game even happened, I didn't care where the game was at, Pittsburgh or Houston. They was going to win, and then I don't know if Aaron Rodgers played that bad. Like, it's like, what could he do? When you really watch that game, it's like what the pressure was so enormous. The way they played on defense, they swarmed to the ball. Every tackle you heard the thump, boom, boom, boom. So I just thought that there was nothing the Steelers could do. They couldn't block them, right? And then they're not that type of offense that move the ball all day and all night. And if you watch the game, the Steelers defense played well, right? They gave up some yards. That's cool. But they made turnovers when they needed to.
Yeah.
But C.J. Stroud today, you could tell he seemed a little nervous, right? And they moved the ball when they made them turnovers.
Yeah.
It didn't matter because the defense was that good. Like I thought this game would be like a defensive game. I don't know, 3-12 or something like that. But it's gonna be hard to beat the Texans though, because they run the ball extremely well, and they play great defense. That's all you need.
That's all you need. There's something, y'all know this. I pride myself in a couple things. Knowing defense, I pride myself in. And this is why I get so intense when people throw around the word an elite and generational. Steelers have a good defense, not a great defense, not an elite defense, a good defense. But the delta between the Steelers defense and the Texans defense was 2 touchdowns. Steelers forced turnovers. Shady knows better than anybody. That's all you can ask for as an offense. Just give me a turnover. But the Texans scored points.
I will say this though: if C.J. Stroud plays like that, now that's the thing with him is he played bad, then he played good. Like he's on the battle the whole game.
Yeah.
But you play certain teams like the Patriots,
You can't do that.
and you get them turnovers. They do have an MVP candidate.
Yep.
And Drake May, and I think that he won't. His team is not the Steelers.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But just having that type of insurance on defense, you'll always be in the game.
Yeah.
That's why this year it's so hard to see who's going to be in the Super Bowl, because there's a whole bunch of teams that don't have like great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But when you have a defense that good, and D'Amico Ryans knows that. I played with D'Amico.
Yes, sir.
He always
Preach,
says,
2-5.
if you're going to be a dog, then be a dog.
then.
If you watch that defense, it's rare you see cornerbacks and all the safeties are dogs.
Yep.
Normally, you might have some DNs, some big tackles.
Yep.
You might have a stud linebacker.
Yep.
Here and there, you might have one corner or maybe one safety. They all are dogs, and they
well
all
said.
swarm. So with that defense, it's going to be hard to beat them.
So let me elaborate on Shady's point, because it was brilliant. Usually every team has, I call him an enforcer. Shady's using that term, though. I call him an enforcer. But to Shady's point, Kamari Lassiter, an enforcer. Petrie, an enforcer. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, an enforcer. Azeez Al-Shaair, an enforcer. So that team has 5 enforcers. And enforcer doesn't necessarily mean great player. Derek Stingley's a great player, but he's not an enforcer. Calen Bullock is a great player. He's not an enforcer. They have 5 enforcers coupled with all-pro players. And this is why, Care Bear, I don't even know if you remember, you said something during the course of the week like, what if the Texans defense has a bad game? And I stopped you. I said, how? Because in order to have a bad game, you have to have bad within you. Acho can have a bad game. He's athletically limited. You can have players that can have bad games that are intellectually limited. But the Houston Texans have players that are not athletically limited, nor are they intellectually limited. Kamari Lassiter is a brilliant player and a dog. You remember, there's a reason he didn't get called for PI. Not because he didn't necessarily interfere, just because he's not dumb enough to get caught. There were several times where he threw his hands up at the last minute. He might have his hand around his waist. He's going to take it away. Like, they have intellectual players, plus they have physical players. They have intimidators, but they also have brilliant players. This Texans defense isn't going to have a bad game because they don't have bad within them. What's within you is going to come out eventually, but they're all just genuinely that good.
Yeah, no, the Texans are genuinely that good, and it brought me back to this tweet saw on December 30th. This was during the season whenever they were going through their stretch of just dominating people. This graph right here, on the left, it shows you a shell rotation rate. So essentially, which teams are disguising their coverages the most, and then also at the bottom, the graph is showing the blitz rate. The Houston Texans blitz less than anyone in the entire NFL.
Yeah,
they rotate their coverages as little as anyone in the NFL, and guess what they have? The best defense in the NFL. Come to the street, bro. I will beat your ass. That is the type of defense that the Houston Texans play.
Yeah.
And they are unbelievably physical. Like you said, not just the linebackers, Al-Shaair running through people's face. They have Kamari Lassiter and Jalen Petrie coming down and popping you. They wrap up in open space. They're the best defense in the playoffs. And I honestly didn't think I thought the margin was there. I thought, yes, they were clearly number one, but maybe the Broncos had a chance to be one of the top defense. Maybe the Seahawks did. No. The Houston Texans have the best defense in the NFL by far, and probably the best defense that we've seen in the last, I would say, around 10 years since the Broncos won that Super Bowl.
And when you have a great defense, right, it comes like this. You get pressure without sending pressure. So, keep it simple. Yo, they get that type of pressure with sending 4 guys. So that means I got all the other 7 dudes covering, right? So that's what makes it hard to defend, because there's some teams that can't get pressure. They gotta blitz. They gotta send this guy. They gotta send this guy. Now, they don't do that. Listen, dude, we're gonna bring 4 guys up front, right? We got 2 dudes on the end that are animals. What are you gonna do? That's why I think it's gonna be tough for any team to beat them. The only way they can beat them, I think, if CJ Stroud plays the way he played today, for majority of the game, you have a chance. But other than that, because even Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he is older. He ain't trying to get hit. I get it. He's not as mobile as he used to be, but what you gonna do? Because they can defend in the back end too.
No, and what you said, I think, is the key for me as to why I don't think the Texans are a Super Bowl winner this year.
Why?
The offensive side of the ball and what I saw from C.J. Stroud was not inspiring.
I don't think he's gonna play like that all the time. Though.
I don't think he's gonna play like that all the time.
CJ's not a bad quarterback. I think he had some stupid moments. I think he was a little. I don't see. Yeah, he was nervous because simple things, like them snaps wasn't bad snaps. Grab the ball and just make the play. Or rushing. You know, I think sometimes in big games and big moments, you might speed up your delivery, your process. I think next game he'll be better. You know, I don't see him playing that bad because he's a good quarterback.
My thing is, though, when things get tight, you can't perform like that in the playoffs. You just can't. You can't. If it turns out, if it ends up being a situation, we need you, tie ball game, to go downfield, give us a game-winning drive against the Bills. Regardless of how good this defense is, I trust Josh Allen to go out there and make it happen. It's more than I would a CJ Stroud.
Okay, bet more than you would a CJ
See, this thing, and I'm not gonna get to that because it's another topic. But I do think we get so wrapped up in the quarterbacks. That's not the case no more.
Who are you going up against?
It's what defense you going against.
Yeah, correct.
And that way, I don't think CJ Stroud has to play a game where I gotta save the day. It might happen.
Yeah.
But the way they want to play after this game, they're gonna go watch tape. Look, CJ, let's let the defense do what they do, and we don't have to rush nothing.
Yeah, let me cook on this 2-5 because you preaching. I think the Texans offense is going to learn after this game. Don't let Stroud lose the game. I think they went into this game thinking okay, Stroud, make enough plays to win. After watching this game, my thought process is Texans, no turnovers. Hey, offense, no turnovers. We're going to give you the ball in good field goal position. We can win a game with 5 field goals. Now, Stroud, I would like to get more than that, but we can win a game with 5 field goals. The Houston Texans haven't allowed 20 points in a game where their starters started the game and finished the game, not counting Week 18 versus the Colts, since November 9th, the Jacksonville Jags, if I'm not mistaken, where they allowed 29 and even then 36, and even then CJ Stroud wasn't there. When I look at this Texans team, it's very simple for me. Offense, don't lose the game. Defense will win it. I also agree with Shady in that Stroud's not going to play this bad again.
Hell no.
Several factors at play. Playoff game, on the road, cold as hell. Stroud, you know what I mean? Several factors at play. Stroud's not going to play this bad again. And in all honesty, I don't know if a defense is going to turn him over this
much. But he has next week, though.
We got Calen Bullock calling.
Okay.
We have Calen Bullock, safety for the Houston Texans, calling right now. He is calling right now. Y'all know in the Speakeasy. Y'all know what it is. We got Bullock calling right now. Make sure you drop the tweet, Social Trey. Make sure the world knows. Make sure the world knows. Make sure the world knows you do not get great song. Calen Bullock, safety for the Texans, is who we got in the back. Make sure y'all ready, Rome.
They've been unbelievable this season.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, hold on. He put the ice on. Let him get his ice on. Let him get his ice on. We will wait.
Okay.
Round of applause, please. We got Calen Bullock in the building.
I see you shouting.
We got Calen Bullock in the building.
I see you shouting. I should have worn my little, you know what I mean?
This a little something, not too crazy.
Okay. Hey, talk to me, bro. Pick six. It iced the game like the ice around your neck. Walk me through the play.
Really just me off the quarterback. Seeing Aaron Rodgers, I knew our D-line was getting to him, so he been trying to get the ball out quick the whole day. He threw the ball right to me. I had to go score. I had to go score.
A serious question. Did he sign that job for you?
He got to sign it.
He
got to. I need that. I need him to sign it.
I want to ask you though, y'all defense is different.
Crazy.
I had a chance to play against some great defenses.
Yep.
The Seahawks, the Legion of Boom back then, the
Yep.
Niners. Y'all in that round the same way.
Talk about it.
Is there a message like, you know what, we gonna set the tone early for the whole team on defense?
Yeah, hell yeah. Every time we step on the field, we know we them boys. Everybody just go out there, we swarm and we trust each other. When we trust each other, we feel like nobody can mess with us. When everybody on their job, we go out there and play fast, play physical. That's what we preach every single day. And we go out there and do it.
Hey, talk to me about this though, G. You got Petrie, you got Stingley, you got Lassiter, you got Aziz, you got Hunter, you got it. Everybody nice. Everybody nice. How do you make sure you get yours on the football field? Because everybody trying to get theirs. How you make sure you get yours?
Hey, I feed off them boys. When I see other people making plays, that make me want to go out there and make some plays. So we all feed off each other, especially in that back end. When I see 2, 4, 4, and 5 out there, them boys out there making plays every single time we step on that field. So I just go out there and try to get mine too.
So I play with D'Amico Ryans though, so I know his mentality though. Yep. Does he still say that saying, if you a dog, be a dog? Does he still say that or not really?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
he got us here for a reason. He got us here for a reason. We all dogs out there, and that's what we go out there and show.
I want you to talk about him a little bit though, like, because I feel like when he got there, the defense changed though. And since you've been in there with D'Amico, just tell us about him so the people don't really know about him as a coach. Let us know about him.
Miko, he a player's coach. He go out there, he make us go out there and play fast. You know, he trusts us. He believe in us. He know we the best defense, so he hold us to a high standard. So sometimes he be mad at us when we give up stuff because that's the standard he hold us to. Because he know we got them guys. Every single position we got them guys. So he know we gonna go out there and play fast, and he hold us to that standard.
Hey, what is the goal going into every game? Is it no touchdowns? Hell, is it no points? Is it hold them to under 21? What's the goal going in every game?
Go out there, hey, shutouts every single time. If they get field goals, hey, don't let them get in that paint. That's our mindset. We feel like we can do it every single time we step out there.
Hey, you talking mindset, you talking to ball players. Let's talk mindset. What's going through your head, bro, when Stroud has a turnover, then another turnover, then another turnover? Like back in the day, D'Amico said, be like a fireman, go put the fire out. What's your mentality?
Shit, we about to go out there and get the ball back for you. We about to give you another chance. Don't worry, we got your back, and we know what type of game it's gonna be. Hey, we tell them we got your back. We about to get the ball for you. We gonna go out there and you gonna make some plays. It's still a long game.
Now, y'all gotta go to New England. Now, Tom Brady's not there, but they do got an MVP candidate. They got an MVP candidate. What's the message going up there to New England? What's up with that?
Shit, we about to go in there and play our ball. We know what type of game is about to be going into New England. It's a good team out there. But, hey, our defense and our offense, special teams, we're going to go out there, we're going to play our ball, and we're going to try and get that win, shut that crowd down.
Hey, I don't think, bro, there is any offense in the AFC that can truly threaten y'all.
Nah.
If you think like y'all could be better in one area, what's the area, bro? What's the area, CB, that you go out there and you're like, hey, we can still improve here. We can still improve there.
Making sure we communicate, make sure everybody gets the calls, make sure we all on the same page still. There's still some plays out there we still got to fix, but at the end of the day, we still go out there and play fast and play physical. That's how we make up for it.
Hey, why do you think y'all are capable of winning a Super Bowl this year? Like, because y'all started off struggling, bro. I'm not going to lie. Y'all started off struggling. Y'all won 9 straight. Why do you think y'all are capable of going the distance?
It is, like you said, we started off struggling. People count us out. People didn't expect us to be here. They told us we wasn't going to be in these playoffs. So that just shows you our team mindset. We just kept our head down. We kept working every single day. We walked in that building. And now we in this position and everybody still got that mindset. We ain't trying to go home. We ain't trying to go home. This shit on the floor right now.
Hey, all right, let's talk for real, bro. Let's talk for real because I love defense. Who the biggest killer on the defense? It's a lot to choose from.
a lot of
It's
them,
a lot to. Hey, Lafleur said it was him. Last said it was him. Who the biggest
We
killer
gonna
on
all
the
say ourselves. Everybody gonna say themselves. You talk to anybody, they gonna say I'm the biggest killer. Like I seen Kamar. Hey, this first person off the bus go pop that shit. And we all got. Hey, we all got that mindset. That's
I will allow. Hey, what's your 40 though? You look kind of fast though, didn't you?
Yeah.
What you ran?
Hey, I run a 4-4, but I'm faster than that.
Good luck, dog. You got game. You got a good defense,
Hey,
bro.
my last one for you, bro, or last couple for you. What was the key to beating the Steelers? Was it pressure on Aaron Rodgers? Was it double teaming DK Metcalf? Like, what was the game plan going into this game?
Take away easy access for A-Rod. This whole week we knew he trying to get that ball out quick. We knew they offensive line couldn't hold up with our D-line. We in the back end we trying to stay sticky, get them boys extra time to get to him, and that was our whole game plan. And then just go tackle. We gotta be a lead in tackling and coverage.
Hey, you hot about the All-Pro?
Hell yeah. You're damn right. That's what we work for. I think I should be. I feel like I got robbed, but it's all good.
You know what?
He did.
And all pros though, it's the year you're supposed to make it. You don't make it. It's the next year though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next year you put that shit in your head, like I gotta go out there and get that.
Yeah, facts.
That's facts. Hey, keep doing your thing, bro. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Do your thing. Hey, round of applause, please. That's that dog.
Yeah.
A dog in the Speakeasy.
They having fun out there though.
They do,
Them
bro.
young boys having fun, dog.
They do. I love that. Y'all know in the Speakeasy, you never know who you're going to get. You don't get that in any other show.
Nah.
Other shows right now, they got dudes that played in games last week, played in games last month. We got a dude that played in the game last minute.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah, no, it was
The
crazy.
locker room popping.
Locker room
That's
popping.
one
You know
thing I miss about
locker
playing
room
football.
popping.
Is after a big win, it's a party for us.
Yeah.
Like you go out there with your family and the fans, but they ain't playing. They ain't experienced that. Like in that locker room, we experienced that.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. That's the only thing I really do miss. I miss that. And on the road, scoring a touchdown, the crowd is going quiet.
Yeah.
Other than them two things, that's the only thing I miss. Oh, damn, and the checks. Okay, sorry. The three things I miss. That's it.
Yeah, no. I mean, speaking about popping, that super chat is popping. Right
Is
now.
it?
The super chats are popping off
Already?
right now. They're going crazy right now. We already got
You ready,
$350 super chats.
Okay, give
We're
me
gonna give them time. We're gonna give them
Let's
some time.
talk this Aaron Rodgers for a hot second.
All right, yeah, no, let's go ahead and talk about some Aaron Rodgers. So look, Calen Bullock, we just saw him. This was his pick six out there. Aaron Rodgers was seeing ghosts all day. He was getting
was.
sacked left, right, and center. Both tackles was getting whooped.
Wow.
And right here, Calen Bullock ends up picking the ball off and returning it for a touchdown. Guys, Aaron Rodgers, it might be time. It might be the end of the road for Aaron Rodgers because he was out there looking sad, almost as sad as Social Trey was on his wedding day.
All right.
It was bad. It was really, really
I
bad.
don't know if I agree with that though.
What you mean?
I mean, I don't think he looks sad. This last pick, the game's over with. Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, okay.
If you
Hold
look-
on, time out. Y'all see what's in the back?
What's in the back?
Yep. You see what's in the?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
see
you like,
Okay. That's not a real picture,
Yeah,
by the way. That's AI.
Are we sure?
I'm positive. I hate to say that.
what is
I
this?
don't
What
know
it
who this
look like?
woman is.
I mean, he be crying and all that. I don't know. But anyway,
but
like,
that's AI. Okay. But I
yeah.
see you, Care Bear.
Yeah, that was light. He's
That
scared.
was
Very
light.
light. Listen, he's scared. God, he's not gonna do nothing
That
crazy.
was light.
Okay, because he know what it is. Anyway, okay. When we call Aaron,
like it.
I'm always critical of Aaron Rodgers though, because right, I hate when people get credit for stuff they don't do. You know what I mean? But Aaron Rodgers is a great player. I think this game, I can't say he played bad. Earlier in the game, if DK Metcalf catches that ball, things might be different. Right. Another thing is, I mean, they couldn't block him. I don't know if he was seeing ghosts. They couldn't block him. I seen games where Aaron Rodgers was right out in the pocket. I seen games where Aaron Rodgers just got the ball out so quick. This game, I can't say that. That the defense was so much better. They couldn't run the ball. Right. If you really watch Thursday, run the ball. Everything's off the run.
Yeah.
They couldn't get anything quick. He just told you how the game plan was. Oh, Aaron gets the ball out quick. Let's stop that. They did stop that. And then they star wide receiver. I mean, he didn't really do much.
Yeah.
So you look at Aaron Rodgers. What's he supposed to do?
Yeah. Let me speak to this though, 2-5. The reason I think the stealing with Aaron Rodgers is limited. Thus, Aaron Rodgers can keep playing and keep collecting checks, and he can keep getting his team to the playoffs. But realistically speaking, if you do not have a special quarterback in the AFC right now, you're not going as far as you want to go unless you have a special defense. But here's the problem. It takes just as long to acquire a special defense as it does a special quarterback. So to acquire a special defense, you need years of acquiring picks or generational talent. Or to acquire a special quarterback, you're going to have to, find a Drake May and hope it works out to that capacity. So, Shady's not wrong in my mind in the sense.
But real quick,
It's only two special quarterbacks in football right now, or on the AFC side: Josh Allen and Drake May. Who else? That's it, right?
I'm not just talking this year's playoffs. I mean,
I'm just talking about
playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I agree with you there.
Real quick though, I'm just trying to think because like I've always been real with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat with no quarterback, no player. I don't care who you are. And if you put Aaron Rodgers on different teams, like the Jaguars, you think the Jaguars play better with Trevor Lawrence or Aaron? I think it's a tie.
Yeah.
Who else?
But that's my point.
So, but I'm saying he's a quarterback where you still can.
You can win with him. Yeah.
Like,
you can win with him for sure.
The Steelers' offensive line was not good this year. They weren't good last year. They weren't. The wide receiver core, I thought they would be better with DK Metcalf, but DK Metcalf, the truth is, he wasn't what I thought he was going to be.
But Shady, you can win with Aaron Rodgers, but win what? That's all I'm saying. I don't even think you're wrong. I'm just saying,
I think the right team, you can. Like, I think if you put him on a Jaguars type of team,
they'll do the
solid
same thing.
Defense. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I won't go as far as to say an Aaron Rodgers is better than a Trevor Lawrence right now. I think, to your point, I think it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
I just think Aaron Rodgers is a first-round exit in the waiting. So he'll get you to the playoffs. But 2-5, I mean, not only did we just witness it, but think about it.
What quarterbacks went with the Steelers? Josh Allen went with the Steelers.
You don't think?
Ooh, Josh Allen would be a whole lot better than this with the Steelers.
All right, y'all playing this game.
I'm saying,
cool.
Shady, if Josh got four turnovers.
Real quick, what would have Josh did? He'd have ran probably for more yards. But
he would have made more plays, I believe.
But where? Because they can't block him though, and there's no separation. Nobody's getting open. Just think about what you just watched. I think sometimes we look at the result of the game, cool, but we watched Josh Allen with the Buffalo Bills against the Texans not look great.
Yeah.
So you put him on a weaker team with not on offense with not a all-pro running back. Like what?
I think
where's the difference?
I think there were a couple plays that Aaron Rodgers just could have made less negative. Y'all remember that grounding? Often dude gets beat quick. Got beat quick as hell. And Aaron Rodgers, he just throws it away. Right, and it turns into a grounding. I don't think Josh Allen, that's a grounding. I don't even think Drake Mays, that's a grounding. But it's Rodgers 41.
Okay.
Right?
So they scramble out to get a first down.
Or not even first down. At minimum, like, don't go into 3rd and 18. And to your point, maybe that drive elongates. Maybe you end up going to get 3, maybe whatever. I'm not blaming Rodgers for this loss. You can't, right? I blame several people. They didn't really have a run game.
I think on the strip fumble, Josh Allen probably steps up there. That isn't, slow.
It's a sack.
To step up.
This is going to be a sack.
I mean,
correct.
Yeah, that'll be a sack, but you don't lose the ball. Yeah, instead of a touchdown.
They have several problems.
I keep it so honest though, like, and I get it. I hear what y'all saying. Like even with the Texans, I think you put Aaron Rodgers on the Texans. I think he makes some of them play.
Same thing.
But you know what I'm saying? So I think like right now, because before I was like, you know what, he's older, it's time to roll. But then I'm really watching. You put him on a certain team that's going to protect him because he is old. He's 40. He ain't trying to run. He ain't trying to get hit. But these other young quarterbacks ain't playing that great either.
Agreed.
And I think if you put him on certain teams in the playoffs right now, I think he'll be serviceable. Like,
yeah.
Because he's still gonna throw the ball.
But right now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. So the question becomes, if you're the Steelers, do you want him again? Because if you're the Steelers, Watt's getting older, Ramsey's getting older. Shout out to Joey Porter Jr. He getting better. Patrick Queen getting older, and this year he just kind of deteriorated a little bit. Cam Hayward, he's still playing at a high level, but he's getting older. So like, I know he's still nice, but Shady, like, it's not can you put Aaron Rodgers on the Texans? Do the Steelers want to retain, and should they retain?
I just be thinking about the hardest position to get is a good quarterback. And if you don't have one of those, you got to have a great defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
well
cool.
said.
But they're not getting that. So I'm thinking about now, if you go into this league and say, all right, what quarterback can I get? And I look at them, it's like, all right, well, we can go out and try to draft a top tier dude. But then again, they made the playoffs, so they're not drafting the top 10. No. You get what I'm saying? The free agency. What quarterback is out there that's probably going to be better than Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is the problem with the Steelers. I think, honestly, I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is a Super Bowl winning quarterback again. I don't think he's capable of getting back there again.
But I don't know. But I'm saying, when I'm watching the league right now, like, other than the guy we know that always goes, that wins the Super Bowl, who else is a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Because I remember when I first started working with Acho and on this other show, they always would say that. I'm like, why do they keep saying like Super Bowls everybody's getting them? Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, Care Bear, like, who you would say? I just think
it's a young man's league, and the guys that are on those teams with those elite defenses, they're younger quarterbacks. I mean, like C.J. Stroud's 26, 25 years old. Bo Nix, 24, 25 years old. Like these guys are. It's a young man's league. I don't see Aaron Rodgers being able to make enough plays, especially now. Like, this is probably the last team he's going to be on. I don't think he goes somewhere else or play. Like, honestly, I don't even think he should play another season. You have nothing left to prove. You're already one of the greats. You're one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen. One of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen. You're just not capable.
The
of
only thing I'll say to this though is
yeah.
this season, I believe, went better than Aaron Rodgers could have hoped or imagined. He hosted a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like his last 2 years with the Jets were abysmal.
Yeah.
His last year with the Packers, he didn't make the playoffs. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, this is probably the most fun you've had in a season in 3 years. Like since 2022. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, I'd want to come back because the Steelers say, hey, we'll get you some wide receiver help in the draft. We'll get you a better number 2. We'll get you offensive line help. Yeah. You know what I mean? We'll try to maybe get you an explosive running back. You know what I mean? Like, we'll have a little more continuity on defense. So if you're Aaron Rodgers, I would want to come back. My question is, because we haven't talked about this man, Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, we have to talk about Mike Tomlin because now Mike Tomlin is the first head coach in the NFL to go 9 straight seasons with no playoff wins. I also believe, the longest playoff losing streaks in history, 7 for Marvin Lewis and now 7 for Mike Tomlin as well. We were going to have this conversation if they ended up, making that field goal at the end of regulation against the Ravens. But should the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin, or is it time for, him to stay? I don't know.
Nobody should be sad if the Steelers fire Mike Tomlin or if they part ways. Mike T shouldn't be sad. Steelers fan base shouldn't be sad. Mike Tomlin is obviously an incredible coach, and he's done incredible things for the Steelers. But not only is it a young quarterbacks league, it's an innovative coaches league. And the fact of the matter is, Mike Tomlin has no longer proven to be innovative. It's 2 years now that Tomlin hasn't had an elite defense, and he is a defensive coach. So how in the world are we watching a football game with 2 head coaches and the best defense is being coached by the side that isn't Mike Tomlin's? Mike Tomlin probably has the worst defense in the playoffs in the AFC. Make that make sense. But he's a defensive coach. Mike Vrabel's defense is better than his. DeMeco's defense is better than his. Sean Payton's defense is better than his. Hell, Sean McDermott's defense, oddly enough, is better than his. And I'm missing several. So I just don't know what Mike Tomlin can still hang his hat on, if you will, to want to stay in Pittsburgh and vice versa. 2-5.
I don't mind a restart for him. Andy Reid had a restart. I hated it when he left, but it worked out for him. Went to Kansas City, and then what that was. But I can't blame Mike Tomlin. It's like Mike Tomlin gets blamed for winning. I don't know no other coach that can win with that Pittsburgh team. Not just this year, but all the other years. Like, how does Mike Tomlin find a way to go to the playoffs with the team he has and the quarterbacks he has? And then we talking about defense. I don't know if y'all watched this game or not. And I know y'all did, obviously. But they play great defense for the most part. I mean, they had, 3-4 turnovers? Like, what else do you want, though? What else do you want them to do? So I just think, I don't know any coaches that could do well with this team. Not a good offense, not a good offensive lineman, certain running backs. Like, running backs okay. They don't have enough. And the one thing I will say is, it's funny how coaches that lose, that don't go to the playoffs, they got treating Mike Tomlin the same way. Mike Tomlin shouldn't have went to the playoffs. This year, last year, the last 4 years. But you know what he does? He wins and goes to the playoffs. I remember when Bill Belichick, because they loved how great he was. And he was a great coach for the most part. But when he didn't have a certain quarterback, I don't know, Tom Brady, you know what happened to him? They instantly went to the bottom of the division. Right?
Yeah.
Tomlin, he loses his Hall of Fame quarterback. And even when the Hall of Fame quarterback he had, Ben Roethlisberger, was not the same, he still was finding a way to drag that team to the playoffs. And I'm thinking about, like, that's the name of the game, is to try to win as much games as you can make, you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I just, the Mike Tomlin thing is tricky for me because there's other coaches that are so great. When they lose certain players, they don't go to the playoffs. Or if they do go to the playoffs, they're getting smoked by 30 points. Where Tomlin don't go through that.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is the Steelers' issue isn't Mike Tomlin solely, in my honest opinion. I think that they haven't fielded a roster that I think was capable of going on a playoff run the past couple of years. As a matter of fact, I think Tomlin getting them to the playoffs as many times as he has is a testament to how good of a coach he is. Now, Acho, I know you like making this point about Mike Tomlin as well. It's also, he has input on who they're acquiring a lot. And as it stands, they're not acquiring enough. They're not acquiring enough. They're not acquiring the difference makers that they need. They're not drafting quarterbacks well. There's a lot of issues that they've had over the last couple of years. And now a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers is the face of your franchise, and you're hoping that he can take you on a playoff run.
You know what's crazy, bro? I'm hard-pressed to say they're not acquiring enough as much as I am to say Tomlin's not doing enough. And here's why. And y'all know me. If I don't know nothing, I know defense. Joey Porter Jr. is a great player. Jalen Ramsey is a great player. Sante Samuel Jr., they acquired him about a month and a half ago. He's a really good player. Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson, solid linebacking core, right? Queen should be playing better. He's a really good player. He should be playing better. Cam Hayward, all-pro. TJ Watt, all-pro talent. Nate Herbig, 7.5 sacks on the season. Derek Hammond, I think first-round pick. You probably know better than me. First-round pick this year. Like, the Steelers by name and to some degree by individual game, really good football team defensively. But then collectively, they're just not good enough. Like, how in the world does, what's my defensive coordinator's name for the Broncos? Black man, 60-some-odd years old.
Vance Joseph.
Vance Joseph.
Oh, Vance, y'all played
like,
this, yeah.
How's he fielding a better team? You know what I mean? Like, Talanoa Hufanga, P.J. Lott, Brandon Jones, Drake Greenlaw. Like, that's the number 2 defense in football.
Greenlaw, I mean, Benito's amazing. Like,
T.J. Watt. For every card you deal me from the Broncos defense, I'll pull out my pocket and give you one to match from the Steelers defense. I just don't think schematically, and we talked to Darius Slay, and Darius Slay live tweeted during the game after Joey Porter Jr. got beat, and he live tweeted instead, I was there. Why did they keep putting him in that position? You feel me? So, like, I can't say that Tomlin doesn't have the eye for it. He still has the eye for it. It's just the execution collectively to me, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mind the restart, right? You've been somewhere for so long and you haven't got the results that people want.
Yeah.
So you got to move on. That's the name of the game. But I don't blame him a lot. I like a lot of people. They make excuses. He don't make excuses.
Yeah.
If he went out there and said, you know what? Yeah, my team ain't good enough. Would anybody argue about that? My offense ain't good enough. Would anybody argue that? Like, you talk about the Broncos defense. Yeah, they're really, really good. They do a lot of great things, but they also getting some points on offense.
Yep, correct.
You get what I mean? Like,
Correct.
so I just, the Mike Tomlin thing's tricky for me because he is a really good coach and he shows it because I don't have the talent, but I still find ways to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Where other coaches, they don't go to the playoffs and we make excuses for them.
Facts. Hey, what's up with these super chats, social tradesmen? I know y'all do the show, so we need to talk to y'all. What's up with them, G? What's up with them? What's up with them? What's up
We
with
got a
and Care
lot
Bear.
of super chats to get
Don't
to.
think we didn't notice that first shot. Like,
first
social
shot?
trade my dog.
Yeah.
And you thought you was just going to slide in a
Yeah.
quick shot on. So,
Yeah.
Don't think.
That was like, though.
That was
It was
like,
like-
that was like,
You know better.
Well-
He's scary. I told y'all he's not going to do
Yeah,
nothing.
he
Look,
not.
but real quick, when I say, listen, I know Care Bear. Good guy. Smiling.
guy.
You know,
Great
you can
guy.
tell he had a lot of
Great
love
heart.
from his mom. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Great heart.
He-
Great guy.
Yeah.
I told him before he left yesterday, if you come here on some bull crap, you going to leave crying.
Yeah.
And you right now so far,
Okay.
Yeah.
you been a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
That's why I love you.
He is.
Okay.
You know?
You know, Shady, you remember in Harlem Nights when Arsenio, they
I wish you would.
Yeah, they was trying to kill Quick, and his homie kept shooting that little. And Arsenio said, "Put that little shit away, man.
Yeah,
That
he
was
know-
that Care
he
Bear
know
shot
better.
right there. Yeah, put that little shit away." Anyway,
Hold on. Mama Bear, if you're in the chat, this is Care Bear's mom, tell your son, put his
Stand
weaponry away.
stand
Like,
down.
I
ain't doing
advise you, warn your son.
We ain't doing that.
Stand down.
We love you,
Stand
Mama
down,
Bear.
Mama Bear.
But
Stand
sometimes when
down.
young boys want to be grown, people like me got to teach them.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
We
Yeah.
love you, though.
Where we at, social
Listen,
trade?
We gonna have some talks.
No, we not. He ain't gonna
it's
do
only it's only one of us in here under 30. We not new to this roasting stuff. We true to it. That's all I'm gonna say. $50 super chat from Keith and Bernie the Unbeaten said, "High off the Niners win, still smoking that Eagle pack. Last 2 games, pretty healthy. We on y'all head. Yes, Sirianni has a ring, but last 2 matchups, who's out coaching who?
Talk about it.
Niners look like calculus.
Ooh, what they
Eagles look like they doing basic math.
not too
All
close.
that
doing
talent
phonics.
for what?
Hooked on phonics.
Damn, hooked on phonics.
I ain't doing math.
They doing hooked on phonics right now.
That's
Hooked
crazy.
on phonics is crazy. Keeping it moving with Big Lou 4801.
Big Lou.
$50 super chat said, "Hey, love the show, you guys. I'm a Raiders fan, so we've been in Cancun since week 8. Are the Steelers keeping Tomlin? Who, in your opinion, should be the next Raiders head coach?"
Okay, we answered the Steelers keeping
Yep.
Tomlin question. Next Raiders head coach, we talked about this a little bit. I think Dayball is one that if he wants it would make some sense. He can revitalize that organization.
You think they
hopefully.
need a first-time head coach though?
Yes.
Pittsburgh?
And Raiders.
Yeah, with the Raiders.
I like Kubiak.
I like Kubiak a lot. I think
Kubiak makes something out of nothing 2 years in a row. Remember what he did, I think, with the Saints?
With the Saints, yeah.
Last year, they had a flash of lightning. Think about what he's done with Sam Darnold. I like Kubiak.
You need somebody that's going to change their culture, though.
That's
I remember when we got the Sean McDermott in Buffalo. I had him in Philadelphia, and I wasn't sure if he can do that. Because when you go from a winning team to not a winning team, you see the bad habits.
Yes,
guys coming in late, you know.
Preach.
And I see all this all the time with Buffalo. So when we got Sean McDermott, I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, he ain't playing that.
Yeah.
And he changed it. You know, now obviously, you know, he had a quarterback that helped out with that.
But if Pete Carroll can't change the culture, who can? Because if anybody you would think has been a culture guy.
Why? Because he got a good name?
Because of what the cultures he's changed everywhere he's been.
He's been a losing coach for a long time. I mean, look at it. Look at the numbers.
Yeah, since like what, 2018, 2019?
I mean, hello, we in 2026.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but the name is so strong that, oh my God, Pete Carroll, but for real, Pete shouldn't have got that job.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have got that job.
Fair.
He don't win.
Fair. Well said.
It's one of the few times for you, Shady, where resume don't really matter, huh?
What resume?
Because no, Pete got a resume.
He got a crazy resume.
Pete got a resume.
You're talking
National
recent.
championship.
I'm talking about recently.
I'm talking about recent, dude.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. His legacy, his resume don't matter because recently he's just been.
Wait, no, recent is part of
more
your
recent
resume.
Super Bowl than Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Tom Payton took a break, right? Took a break and then came back. Boom. And you instantly you see what he's doing, right? You see it.
I could argue you.
Took some time.
Remember, Sean Payton came back, had a bad year. Pete Carroll's come back. In theory, this is his bad year. If I wanted to argue, you know
What about the years before that?
Yeah, that you can't
Okay.
argue. That you can't
So I'm saying, if
argue.
you look at the Seahawks, don't make me, because you like to want to do stats and pull it up, or we good? Don't make
Nah, there were 8 and 9
9
teams and 8 and 8 teams.
Yeah, right. Regular.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Double R.
Yeah,
Double
like,
R.
but his name is so strong. Oh my God, Pete Carroll. But the truth is, Pete wasn't winning for a long period of time.
Yeah, facts. Where we at?
Yeah. We got a $20 super chat from J Smooth 4116 said, "This is why W's are not a quarterback stat.
Thank you.
You have quarterbacks like Stroud with 3 turnovers and played like ass majority of his playoff career and has 3 wins. Dak defense gives up on average 27 points per game in his playoff career. But gets clowned. Explain,
not all the games. I ain't gonna say all the games.
I will explain. First off, again, the Texans are a generational defense. It's an outlier. Trent Dilfer, outlier. Rex Grossman, outlier. But here's what I will also say. Stroud did not play well. Aaron Rodgers had 2 turnovers for touchdowns. So even though Stroud did not play well, I could still come out here and suggest. What? Aaron Rodgers had 2 turnovers for touchdowns. What do you mean what?
Okay, hold on.
He had 2.
Time out. Let's just be serious here.
He had 2 turnovers for touchdowns.
I'm not even talking about that part. The CJ Stroud part.
He didn't play well.
But when we
Aaron Rodgers played worse.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish because you only cut people off, so I do that to cut them off. You done? You done?
Well, you wanted me.
I want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
This what's his name? Trey?
J Smooth 41.
J Smooth
Smooth,
4116.
I'm with you, dog. I used to be blinded by that win stuff too. Oh, yeah, he only had 100 yards. We won the game. No, I'm done with that. Tonight, who won the game? The Texans, right?
Defense, correct.
But the defense won the game, but who's going to get credit for it when we go to these stats? It's going to say CJ Stroud.
Oh, yeah.
Same
Don't
way
say
how with the Seahawks, it's only been this many quarterbacks that have 13 win seasons. Sam Darnold. If you talk to any real Seahawks fan or somebody that watches the games, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You would say, yo, the defense winning these games and they run the ball a certain way and then he has a safe part of the game.
Yeah.
So now I'm done with saying quarterbacks that win games, they're the reason why I can't do that no more. If CJ Stroud had 100 yards this game, they still win the game.
Sure, but here's why. And like, I'm not even fully disagreeing with Shady, but what I am saying is we all know you watch a game. If y'all are watching the show, you watch the game. Aaron Rodgers had 2 turnovers for touchdowns. So though, if you don't want to say quarterback stats a winning stat, CJ Stroud still played a better game. As bad as he played, it was a better game than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers played a F game. CJ Stroud may have played a D+, but like, Shady, he had 2. Let me give it to you like this. If CJ Stroud had 2 turnovers for touchdowns, the Steelers would have won. Let me say
wasn't
that
playing
simple.
the Texas defense.
No, I'm not saying that.
Like
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
The game was the last pick. The game was over with though.
That's not what I'm saying. I am
3
saying
minutes, it was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. He
if Stroud had 2 turnovers for touchdowns, the Steelers would have won. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
This is crazy, yo.
That's cool. We'll keep it moving with Afro Thunder. $50 super chat said, Eagles got to fire Sirianni. What good is an offensive-minded coach that can't call the offense? The offense was the problem all season, and he was never willing or able to take over play calling responsibility. If he can't do that, what use?
That's the next
does he
topic.
have?
So we won't answer that next, bro.
I got one hot take and I'm done with it.
Save it. Save the heat. Save the heat till we set you up, G.
But real quick,
We gonna talk about it.
I got 2 more $50 super chats. Unflattering Truth sent a $50
up,
super
Unflattering?
chat and said, BBW Bear, chill with the bandwagon. Relax. And with Hurts, it's hard to tell what's going on. AJ had 2 1,400 seasons. And last year, people forgot he missed 3 games, and they took the last game off. He would have had 12 to 1,400 yards. So I don't know if it's Hurts or if it's the offensive coordinator.
You don't get to that.
Kenneth Johnson sent a $50 super chat and said, if and when the Eagles release AJ, what do you guys think of him in Seattle with JSN and our defense?
AJ don't need to go to Seattle. AJ needs to go somewhere where he can be a number 1. If AJ goes to Seattle, it's going to continue the downfall of his career. JSN gets all the targets. So AJ don't need to go to Seattle.
I mean, oh my God, why would he play with a player like
JSN?
No?
Oh, Sam Darnold.
Oh,
Yeah, last one I got.
Go to the Niners.
Art Stone said, it seems to me there's a trust issue with Jalen Hurts. Either he doesn't trust the scheme, trust what he's seeing post-snap, or doesn't fully trust all of his playmakers. Something that shouldn't be happening with the team makeup.
Hey, y'all keep talking Eagles. Let's talk about it because the dog to my right,
Yeah.
he was
Said
in a
some
lot of hot water.
We need to talk about this too because LaShawn McCoy is in trouble with the city of Philadelphia right now, which is crazy because he is a self-proclaimed faithful man, just so unbelievably faithful. How faithful is he? This was a picture of him in Cancun with his team earlier this morning. Look at that. Look at how faithful this man is right here. Unbelievable. Look,
I got
we got to keep.
Why I look so chubby though? You did something. That's
So the picture was. Look,
and the girls look kind of heavy in there. I don't do heavy girls.
come on now.
Whoa.
Shady.
Time out. Flag
Hey.
on the play.
Flag in the speakeasy.
He roasted
Yeah.
himself, man.
What, bro?
We do accountability. We're an accountability show.
Yeah.
We what else do we not do?
We don't shame.
We don't. We don't shame.
We don't shame.
We don't
Who's
shame.
shaming? I don't like. What do you mean? I don't like what I like.
That
Oh,
is fair.
that is fair.
Yo,
man.
look,
Yeah,
look,
like,
that
like
is
that.
fair.
listen.
That's fair.
Police,
That's fair.
police, POs. All right, can you let me be free? God damn.
Yeah,
My
that's
fault. Okay, so look, keeping it pushing. Shady, you did get in trouble for some comments that you had yesterday. Let's go ahead and listen to those comments about quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. I gotta be honest, man. Like
Oh,
Jalen Hurts, I need you to be special. Make plays. You know, and then like I did a lot of digging, man. And I won't throw them under the bus here, but I know some people, right? And the problem is we can't do different exotic looks, different formations, different motions. Because I'm hearing that he can't really do it. Jalen Hurts. I gotta be honest, man. Like
oh.
So where we at, Care
I'm ready
Bear?
to talk about it.
Look, man. How you feeling, Shady, about this? Because the city of Philadelphia was
hot-
cooking you.
they
They were
mad at you,
saying
bruh.
it was bad looks. You were unfaithful. Your CTE was acting up. They were saying a lot of crazy
They
stuff.
said take you out the hall, bro.
I'm saying, man, they said take you out
You
the
know
hall.
what?
What's your comments? Take us one shot, Taylor. Don't need to see me.
Well, no. I'm gonna get there. That's the team first.
That's the team first.
'Cause I know y'all let the social media stuff get to y'all. It don't get to me. I'm a real player. I did this in real life. So fans, me can't really get to me. But number 2, I'm gonna say this though, right? There's nobody that's gonna be more going for the Eagles than me. So I don't really care what fans say because I know what I'm talking about, right? And the people I'm talking to, I know what they're talking about. The problem is, right? It's hard to see because early in the year I was like, man, is it KP? Right? I kept saying that, and then as I look more into it and talk to more people, even last year, right? The coordinator last year was that the head coach now, right? He did obviously win a Super Bowl, so he got
For the Saints, yeah.
right. But the thing is, that ain't Kellen Moore's offense we ran last year. Do y'all remember that? That wasn't. If you watch Kellen Moore, that's not his offense last year. He had to adjust to the style. Who you adjusting to? You adjust to the quarterback. And the truth of the matter is Saquon Barkley and the offensive line don't have the best offense of rushing season of all time, we don't win a Super Bowl. Because we win games and we start making it a quarterback stat. Well, we won the game. So everything gets pushed under the rug. I've been there in the locker room where we might not play well, but we win. You know what? Everything looks a little bit better. When we lose, you start looking at everything. And when I look at everything and I talk to people I talk to, right? The truth is, last year he did not throw the ball well either. You want to talk about the Super Bowl? Cool. But get into the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is one game. It's the most important game, I get it. But it's one game. You got to get there. And when we got there, we didn't do a lot of exotic offensive motions, different. We didn't do none of that last year, right? The difference was there was holes the size of Care Bear, and our running back is one of the best talented running backs you ever going to find. So we got away with it. Why you think players are freaking reading books
at halftime. The truth. And I think about it as like a GM or owner would love to have the talent that we have on our offense. And just imagine, we have an offense where, last year included, we got all these talented, high-paid wide receivers, high-paid quarterback, and we can't throw the ball. So this is a question that needs to be answered. And then I look into it. I look the same plays last year. We did not have a crazy-looking offense last year. We ran the ball well, and the defense played well. That's the truth. People don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is somewhere in the coordinator and the quarterback. And one thing I know about football, we're going to do what's comfortable for the quarterback. So when you don't see a lot of different exotic looks, you don't see a lot of motions, you don't see a lot of condensed splits, you don't see different things that you might see in other creative offenses, why is that?
Yeah.
That's all that I'm saying.
But here's the thing, 2-5. A lot of people are trying to suggest that you didn't call out A.J. Brown. People know publicly A.J. Brown's your dog. And you didn't call out A.J. after he had 2 to 3 drops in that game.
Well, I said A.J. played bad. He had a bad game. He played bad.
But people are saying, because now let me have, I'm going to speak on behalf of the people,
Okay,
so you can,
okay.
so you can address all the nonsense, if you will, that they said. Jalen is limiting the offense. But what about last year, when Jalen did have some motions, when there were some pre-snap movement, when Kellen Moore did use pre-snap motion, when Kellen Moore was under center and the offense wasn't limited? Like, what about the fact that Jalen has historically been able to navigate more complex offense?
That's not true, though. That sounds good. That's not true. You forget people was reading books.
Yeah.
Why are you reading a book? You ain't getting the ball. Another thing I want to tell the people, because right, you might not understand this, but you might. So AJ did not have a good game. He dropped a lot of balls, and you can't cry for the ball and drop it. So I get that part. But another part is, and I was talking to Jason Avant about this, guys like Deshaun Jackson, Jamar Chase's, AJ Browns, they gonna run their routes a certain way every time, hard, right? And they don't get the ball. Now at the 8th, 9th time, it ain't gonna be the same. The 3rd string dude, the 4th string wide receiver, they're always gonna run the route the same way. You know why? Because he's not a superstar. He has to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, and I'm not giving AJ a pass. Nah, you gotta catch the rock. You're an all pro type player. You that good. You have to do that. But I just hate how, and I guess I'm guilty of it too. Last year, we win in games. We find ways to win. It don't matter, right? Win is a quarterback stat. We won. So I don't care. We won a Super Bowl, whatever. But when you really break down, last year we had the same exact issues. Matter of fact, in the first couple of games, we stopped even throwing the ball. We had a couple, 2-3 games where we lost, close games, and we stopped throwing it. We ran everything. And I'm just saying, Saquon Barkley doesn't have them crazy games, and the offensive line wasn't blocking amazing like they did, we would be in the same situation, because now the running game is not working this year. Now we got to throw it, and we can't. The problem was always there. The defense was still really, really good this year like it was last year. What's the difference? The difference is we couldn't run the ball. There's a lot of games where even the playoffs when we played the Rams, Saquon had 200 yards, and that still was a close game. Jalen had a long
44-yard touchdown.
Hit a long run in the first quarter.
Yep. Open the game up.
And after that, he had 128 yards passing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's other teams that can throw the ball with way less talent. Now, why we can't throw the ball? Lamar Jackson, they give him Derrick Henry. Now they run the ball extremely well, right? Everybody's running the ball. He had 1,800 yards. And then Lamar had a great passing season too. Because if you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. That's how it works. We couldn't do that. And it's like I had to take time and really, because even before the game started, right, I was super hyped. We're going to beat the Niners. And then I've been watching games, like that whole 2 weeks, I've been watching games from last year. And I'm like, damn, Shady, you know what? Yo, we've been struggling to throw the rock. Just that we won a Super Bowl last year, and our running back had the best rushing year of all time.
Yeah. I think their lack of a run game this season made the Jalen Hurts issues more prominent. And I think that's always been the case. In 22, 23, and 24, the Philadelphia Eagles had a top 10 running game. In 2 of those years, they had a top 5 running game. When they went to the Super Bowl last year, they had I think it was the 3rd best running game in the entire NFL. And it masked a lot of issues. It wasn't that Jalen Hurts is doing anything statistically different. As a matter of fact, this season he had the best, he had more touchdown passes than he's ever had in any single season in his career so far. But also, he's limited as a passer. That's just what it is. The NFL has adjusted. It is a defensive league now, and I'm sorry, they've adjusted to what they had last season. Do I think that Patullo is the same level of play caller as a Kellen Moore or Shane Steichen? Absolutely not. But Acho, the defenses have realized, hey, we heard it last night when Frank Gore said it. Yo, We're trying to get Jalen Hurts to pass the ball. We want him to throw the football. We want to challenge him to throw the football. Stop Saquon Barkley and everything else after that. Let's figure it out. And the times that we have seen Jalen Hurts perform under that type of pressure, whenever that's the defensive game plan against him, you saw it in the Super Bowl. It's not that it's not that I don't think he's capable of it. I don't think he can do it consistently. And I also don't think the play callers believe in him to do it. Otherwise, they would be asking him to do it. He has the best pocket in the entire NFL.
Let me ask you this, because a lot of times he scribbles out the pocket for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? But it's cool, because, see, it's crazy, like, you're in a tough spot because you can't speak how you really feel because that's your team, you know? Like, I know I'm going to hear from Mr. Lurie and Howie. I know I'm going to hear all that. But it's like I'm trying to be as honest as possible. I want to ask you this. I don't even want to ask that. I don't even want to go there. But I got a lot of love for Jalen Hurts. I don't dislike Jalen Hurts. I don't. I'm just trying to. What's the, like, before it used to be a thing where everybody had to do their job. Lineman, do your job. Wide receiver, running back, quarterback, and it went from that to just win.
Yeah.
And that ain't even real football. Like, do you think the Eagles will extend him? That's a real question. I said it a while ago. People got mad at me about it, but I'm thinking like,
as long as his contract ain't up off a down season, absolutely. You know, it's all about timing. But, if his contract were up after this season, I think there would be some hard conversations to be had.
Okay, so what about last year? Let's say we don't win a Super Bowl. Let's say we go to the playoffs, though, right? You can't tell me when you really look at last year and tell me like, damn, I want to extend him another year. Because we won a Super Bowl, so it makes everything cool.
Isn't that you've won 2 Super Bowls? I know who I'm talking to. But I don't think the Eagles last year won a Super Bowl outside of Jalen Hurts either. Meaning, obviously you have to win the big game. If he loses in the Super Bowl, he's Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? Like, if he loses, he's a guy who goes and didn't win. But now he won. He's different than Joe Burrow. He's different than Brock Purdy. He's won one. Beyond that, to your point, Rams game, it was what it was. But
what about the whole? See, stop me real quick.
Yep, pause.
Because people, we do that. We go right to the Super Bowl, and that's great. But what about leading up to the?
I was working back.
The whole year though. It's a whole year thing. Excuse me,
sir.
Because we might not have the greatest rushing year of all. We might not have that no more. That happens. Eric Dixon did it 30 years ago.
But let me ask you this, and you know this, and now I'm trying to play devil's advocate. You know, a running quarterback occupies a linebacker in the run game as well. Jalen Hurts is not responsible for Saquon Barkley's phenomenal year, but had a stationary quarterback been back there, there is no zone read. There's no option for the quarterback to keep it. So couldn't you argue that Jalen Hurts 700 rushing yards last year, that matters? You know what I mean? Like, if I were trying to argue, if I was trying to push back on you, couldn't you make the argument that Jalen Hurts' ability to run does open up some of the run game for? Think about the majority of the best running backs in football, or highest grossing yardage running backs in football, also have mobile quarterbacks. Derrick Henry, James Cook, Saquon Barkley. Over the last 2 seasons, you could argue. Now, obviously, there's Bijan Robinson. I'm not naive to that. But like you could make an argument that those quarterbacks that lead the league in rushing the last 3 years, Saquon, Derrick Henry, the other guy I just named, they have mobile quarterbacks. Couldn't argue that.
I mean, yes, bro. I mean, mobile quarterback helps the running game. Yeah, sure. Did you watch some games last year?
I did.
Did you watch some games last year?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man, Saquon don't need no. Come on, man. Like, we stretching and all that. And I don't want to play that game with Jalen Hurts where it's like, I'm trying to be soft or trying to be. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to be honest. Do I think he's a starting quarterback? Yes. Do I think he's good? I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I do. But so where we want to put him at for our team to be successful, right? Because like the defense, I mean, you can't play. No, they play really, really well.
Yeah,
they did. And then we have everything you want. It's hard to get players like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had them. It's like
exactly.
You want a team where you have no flaws and you get the right quarterback, the right wide receivers, the right lineman, the right running back. You should think that's all we need. And then we get him when we can't do it. So I'm just trying to be honest, man. I got a lot of love for Jalen Hurts. It's not against him. I'm just being as honest as possible.
I also think whenever we talk about extensions and whatnot, the question should be, do I think I can upgrade from this position or not? And when I look at it, how many teams in the NFL are saying, yo, straight up, I would trade my quarterback right now for Jalen Hurts? I don't think there's 10 of them in the league that would do that.
Sure, fair. But let me push back. And I know Jalen Hurts spoke today at the podium, so I want y'all to hear that sound.
Yeah.
I'm also curious how many quarterbacks would Howie Roseman confidently say after seeing what Jalen Hurts has done in his first 5 years? And you'll also have to remember, Jalen Hurts, no pun intended, doesn't get hurt. And for as much as y'all might minimize that, crazily enough, like that matters.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. He be hurt. Lamar Jackson, a great quarterback. He be hurt. So it also matters that Jalen Hurts genuinely doesn't
a lot
get hurt.
of other quarterbacks, they don't get hurt either, though. The same way it works.
Pat and Josh, the other great
They
ones.
don't get hurt.
Correct. Herbert be hurt. He plays through it, but Herbert be hurt.
Whatever it is, he plays through it.
But he's not at a higher level. Like, here's my point. I'm not sure how many quarterbacks Howie would confidently say, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the quarterback that helped me win a Super Bowl, All-Pro, Super Bowl MVP, and I'll get rid of Jalen Hurts for Justin Herbert. I'll get rid of Jalen Hurts for Jordan Love. I'll get rid of Jalen Hurts for Caleb Williams. Like, I think there's maybe 3 that you no doubt. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
You talking about hurt and all that. I listen, I ain't God. I don't know who's going to be hurt or healthy. I don't know that, right? You guys can be healthy. Like, Patrick Mahomes was healthy for every game, and then he got a little injured. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, like playing.
Yeah.
Right? How can our offense get better? So all them names you naming, right, let's see if they were in our offense, would it be better? Let's now play that game. I'll let you start off since you.
Josh Allen makes everybody better. Mahomes makes everybody better.
We know the elites. Go to the guys in his category.
Make this offense better. This Eagles offense.
Let's go to Purdy, because I always thought for so long that Hurts was better than Purdy. Let's go to Purdy though. Do you think Purdy makes that offense better?
Yes.
And but listen, this is the reason why I think he makes him better, because he can do more as far as whatever the office coordinator wants to do.
But here's the problem, and like, it's hard for me to entertain a hypothetical argument as well, because the argument y'all are having is hypothetical. Love Brock Purdy, y'all know that. Brock Purdy missed 6 games this season. Love Brock Purdy, y'all know that. Brock Purdy got hurt against the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, which probably kept them from going to a Super Bowl.
But we're not doing the hurt thing. You say you must do. Like, can a player make my?
Sure, but the problem is y'all are speaking hypothetically because we have a sample size, and the fact of the matter is, in the sample size of Brock Purdy's career and Jalen Hurts' career, or Jalen Hurts' career and anybody else's career, Jalen Hurts doesn't get hurt. That has to factor into his skill set. So, like, if y'all want to play this hypothetical game,
so you're available. That matters a lot.
Yes,
but I'm asking you, does that make our offense better? I'm not asking you if you're available. I'm asking you what makes our offense better. So we answered your question about the Hurt stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, if there's quarterbacks are there, I think Brock Purdy will make the offense.
Let's go through them though. Go through them for a second. I just want to hear how many.
I think like
Caleb Williams. Do you think he makes the Eagles better?
The best version of Caleb Williams, yes.
I think that what we've seen the past 7-8 weeks of the season, he definitely makes the Eagles better. We'll say Jared Goff.
No.
He doesn't. Jared Goff doesn't make the Eagles better.
Let's keep going because he don't like Jared Goff. Keep going.
Oh, okay. All right. Justin Herbert, does he make the Eagles better?
No, we can't say that. Like,
okay.
I think there's 7 or 8 of them.
Okay. Bo Nix, does he make the Eagles better?
No.
We'll go Drake May, does he make the Eagles better?
Yes.
JD5, does he make the Eagles
absolutely.
better? Dak Prescott, does he make the Eagles better?
In the regular season.
Okay.
Well, I think it's a fair answer.
Yeah,
not even
that's
being
a great answer.
I think in the regular season.
I'll probably take Jalen over him just because of the
playoff.
He won't lose it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Dak be lose. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean,
probably starts there because then you get to Jordan Love and I'd still take
CJ Stroud. Does he make the Eagles better?
Mm-mm.
Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Let's go.
I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. He can throw.
This is my problem with the quarterback.
He can do any offense you want. He can read everything, anything you want to do, and he's gonna have to be protected. When you got an old ass quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, you need linemen. And there's times like that against the Niners, you can sit back there and pat that ball. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking with Aaron Rodgers, he can read everything.
That's not bad.
And he can sit there in a clean pocket. This is my problem with the quarterback is a win stat thing. Whenever it comes to people that accomplish team accomplishments, right? If we look at any other Super Bowl champion and we look at a position on that field and you say, oh, well, he was a starting safety for a Super Bowl team. I mean, he won a Super Bowl. There's other safeties out there that haven't won a Super Bowl. Minka Fitzpatrick wouldn't be an upgrade. Yes, he would. He would be better than that. But because that whatever safety, insert safety here, mid safety, won a Super Bowl, it's okay. Sure, like, I'm sorry, he hasn't won a Super Bowl, though. So how can I say that the other guy's better whenever it's a hypothetical? No, we're watching football with our eyes. Other quarterbacks are better than Jalen Hurts.
But
and they would do better in that system. We're watching him pat the ball for 5 seconds.
Here's where you made 2 statements, one of which I agree with, one of which is not. Other quarterbacks are better than Jalen Hurts. They do better in the system, yes. You can't compare a safety and their impact on a team, you
course.
can't compare
I agree with that. I agree with
any
that. Of course.
position. You know, maybe a terrible left tackle can ruin you.
But do you understand the line of thinking though? Is
that's
Jalen
different
Hurts the
quarterbacks.
end all be all reason why the Eagles win?
No, it's not. But
No,
he's
he's not a Mahomes or a Josh Allen type impactful player for that offense.
But I'm saying I don't think he needs to be that. I don't think Jalen Hurts needs to be that. I don't think he needs to be
No, he
top
doesn't.
thing. My thing with him is we need to be able to utilize all our weapons. And the fact that when you don't want to run certain plays, run certain formations, run certain motions, all these things now, it's like we become a basic offense.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And then and last thing, because people want to talk about this Kellen Moore stuff and all that. I want all y'all fans out there, right, that love the Eagles like I love the Eagles. Look at his offense before the Eagles. Am I tripping though?
Not at all.
He don't even. That's not how he runs his offense.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I gotta adjust. And then he realized, like, damn, this line blocking like this. Oh my God, Saquon is. So it was a layup. Like a lot of them games, it's crazy. A lot of them games that he was doing, it don't happen like that. 250 yards looks like that. 200 yards. He had like 6 20-yard games. They don't happen like that.
Yeah.
Right? Look at me 20-yard games he had before that year. So it made everything so much easier. And then we were winning. And even when we were winning, there were still moments where the offense didn't look good.
Correct.
But when you win a Super Bowl, it's like everything is removed. It don't even matter. That's all I'm saying.
Let's
done with it, though.
we're gonna hear Jalen at the podium. Before that, let's get to some super chats if we can. I heard
Listen,
y'all popping off.
we got a lot of super chats. We're gonna kick it off with Man DGI7, $100 super chat, and said, "When was the last time a team won the Super Bowl with a subpar quarterback? CJ looking real subpar all season."
Denver Broncos 2015. Peyton Manning was real subpar then. That's the last time a team won the Super Bowl with a subpar quarterback. We've seen a team win a Super Bowl with subpar quarterback play.
Yeah.
But the last time they won it with subpar quarterback.
Nick Foles was playing at a good level though.
Playing at an elite level. But he's a subpar QB. But he's played at an elite level.
Yep.
Realistically speaking, I think Stroud's going to need to play 1 or 2 good games.
But you know what I'm learning about this thing? You only got to have one great game.
That's what I just said.
Because Nick Foles, if that playoffs, I mean, that's my brother. He didn't play great them first couple of games.
He gave you 2 good ones.
But the Super Bowl, he like tore it up.
Yeah, Minnesota Vikings in that Super Bowl, he gave you.
I think it was very similar to what Jalen did as well. Like in both situations where they made the Super Bowl, but he balled out in both of them.
Balled out when it mattered.
Yeah, most definitely. We got a $50 super chat from Alpha Man J Sat. Said, "Bulls on parade, baby. Texans swarm. With this D, there's nobody, pause, that's coming for the Texans. Pause again. Generational. Also, don't discredit CJ. He threw Kirk career numbers this game. Ice cold win. Either way, keep up the amazing show, brothers."
Oh, hell yeah. Good looking out. Shady made that point, though.
Shout out to the bros.
Shady made that point. CJ made some really good throws this game.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Really good throws.
Yes, he did.
He just made some dumb decisions. Y'all even remember there was that one that Nico could have caught it. CJ threw it high and made it difficult on him. But like CJ made about 3 to 4 really good throws.
He threw that play. That was a bad throw. But other than that, he made some good throws. Just that he was bad for a while. Stupid stuff like, you fumbling the ball.
That bad pick
take
in
the
the red
sack,
zone.
dude.
Yeah.
He got me. My defense is playing great. Take the sack.
Yeah.
Trying to make too many plays. I think he was a little nervous. But he did make throws like, damn, that's why he was first rounder.
Correct.
Like, you can see it.
Correct.
Yep. We got another $50 super chat from Heavy D6539. Said, "Shady played with my city's hero Mick Williams back in Pitt, so I know he knows the AFC ain't no cakewalk the way it was during Mike T's early years. That said, we need to take an L next season and finally rebuild."
Mick Williams was a dog, so he must be from Hood. This dude right here talking. A lot of love for you, brother. You know what though? I blame Ben Roethlisberger.
Where you say that?
I remember when Big Ben had a bad performance, and he said to the media after the game, "You know what? I don't have it no more." He said that. You can look it up. I don't have it no more. So the team's like, "Oh, damn, okay, bet." He's getting a little older. He don't have it no more. And they went to try to get another quarterback, and he had a whole tantrum. And he was mad about it. And I'm thinking, like, now he held him back. And they didn't go out there and get no first round dude. And they waited, and he got worse and worse and worse. Now you put your team in a bad spot. Great defense, you still make the playoffs, but not good enough spot where you can get a really good quarterback.
Yep.
And then when you finally get a quarterback because he retires, you have to go out there and force yourself to get a Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, any other team, because the Steelers are a loyal team. They're a team that don't give you a lot of high guarantee, but they keep all their players for their contracts.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So when Ben Big said that, and they tried to make the move, he got mad, they backed off. Where any other team wouldn't have did that. Bill, Belichick.
Yep.
You say something like that, cool. We're gonna get us a real superstar. You get what I mean?
You're out
But
of
I
here.
blame Ben for that though.
Clean your locker. We got another $50 super chat from Unflattering Truth. Said how he was going to draft Sanders. There's no way Hurts gets extended if he doesn't have a good season next year. He needs to use his legs. The reason he was so good in 2022 was because of his legs and RPO game. I want to know. I lost 5,000. Golly, Unflattering, and you still sending $50 super chats? Hire me, brother. Damn.
You know what? Why we ain't do more
Flutter got that bread, bro.
RPOs though?
I'm
Why
trying
we
to
do more
you know.
RPOs? That's more of his game.
Yeah.
Also, he threw a pick on an RPO against the Chargers at the end of that game.
Oh, he did.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he did do that shit.
Like,
Yeah, we do have another $50 super chat from Nate Briley. Said, first super chat, shout out to the Speakeasy. Y'all killing it. What elite wide receiver is one-on-one in a gotta-have-it situation and doesn't get the ball? AJ was singled up on that fourth down and Jalen threw into triple coverage. To DG, shaking my head, we got to stop blaming AJ. Also, just real quick before, I just want to say kudos to us.
For what, sir?
And let's pat ourselves on the back. Because not too long ago, we were a show that was like, oh no, if you send $50, it ain't your first super chat.
Yeah.
But we have since elevated to where
Yeah.
if you want to get your foot in the door,
Yeah.
you got to come with a little bit of that
You
pay.
do. You do.
So
And
$50
shout out
ain't
to them.
unusual. So shout out to
Y'all
you.
working
So,
hard, too.
appreciate
so
you.
shout out to Nate.
That's like normal though. Listen, you can't get a girl with just getting a little small little
That's
date.
fair. That's
I
true.
spend that paper, homie. You want the right chick?
So we was
man.
some street callers early on then.
We were. We
Yeah,
was
street callers.
like,
we was gonna do anything for
Ran that-
20.
We was
ran
like
that
showing
little
our
can out there.
leg on
Anything is
the
like-
on the corner. Like
I do it. Oh, you got $20?
Yeah.
We was doing anything
Hey,
for
you know when the dude had the 240s in between his face,
yeah, no.
we was taking
Yeah,
them.
no, exactly.
now
Not
we
no more.
classy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
used to take us to McDonald's on the first one. We was gonna be cool.
Yeah, we was
Now
cool.
y'all gotta take us.
Not quite
Not
Nobu.
gotta take us-
yeah, not Nobu.
Not
yet.
Nobu.
Yeah,
but
macaroni grill.
Wait,
Olive
no,
Garden.
we want at McDonald's though.
We were
Okay.
McDonald's,
Hold up.
Shady. We was reading
We
$2
was
super chats.
McDonald's.
yeah,
bro.
in the
We were
early
McDonald's.
days.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
I
we
got
was
ADD.
McDonald's.
I didn't know that.
So
I was
we're
off
Olive
camera.
First
Garden.
episode, we was a
Whatever.
package of ramen. Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah.
Hey, we're Olive Garden at least.
Yeah, we went Olive Garden.
that's
Olive
fair.
Garden,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my favorite
Yeah,
restaurant.
okay, bet.
Yeah, I do want to take the super chat though, because I've been watching film.
Okay.
And I want to flex a
Lock
little bit of
in,
knowledge,
Kimber.
right?
Okay, yeah,
so
yeah.
on that, no, y'all have been, bro.
Kimber
I've
locked
been,
in,
I'm
G-Bob.
trying to learn more about football. I challenge everybody
you
out there.
call me more?
Get it, yeah.
We're gonna
yeah.
have some film
So look,
tonight.
Before they ended up taking that last play, before that fourth down, they ended up calling the timeout. The 49ers show a look where the safety ends up rotating down, right?
Yep.
They think it's they have a what's called a mug in the A gap. It looks like it might be a cover 3 type look. Essentially,
Okay,
you have like a
okay.
single high safety, right?
Ah, okay.
Talk
So-
here, bro. I'm listening.
They call the timeout before. They come out afterwards. They have 2x2, which is what they ran every single play that entire
play,
drive on,
bro.
right? I think what we saw on that last drive, Jalen Hurts expects that safety to rotate down. I believe it was Goddard was the tight end that he
tried to
targeted
force it
right
to.
there. He was expecting him, same look, rotate that safety down. We run 4 verts into a cover 3, which is not a bad call, which is what essentially Patullo wanted. He didn't really get a good enough picture before. Good call against cover 3. Horrible call against cover 4.
Terrible call
So
against
then
4.
I think Jalen honestly just stared down Goddard. As soon as that happened, Goddard was his read. That's the guy that they were trying to hit right there. I think he had an option, a little post or go. He ended up taking a post. Jalen just fired it in the middle. Try to beat the linebacker.
He did.
Yeah, it was
But
tough.
here's a couple
He
things
wasn't
to
looking
that.
at AJ Brown's
Hey,
way
that
at
was
all,
good,
bro.
Care Bear.
That was good. I
I
was
ain't
proud
gonna
of him.
That was good. Yeah, listen.
I'm trying.
Listen.
I might look. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm trying.
I'm gonna hate on you later, but I'm gonna give you your credit right now.
That
That was
was good,
fire,
though.
brother.
Good.
Yeah, that was
You
fire.
be starting to talk to social media and stuff and all that. I like that. Right now, that right there, we
I'm
can
trying
have
to
a whole-
learn.
Yeah, that was
good.
That was fire,
We
brother.
always
That
gotta
was
learn.
fire.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm
Dak
gonna pat you on the back now,
Dak
but
has
just know.
two.
Dak Neve is gonna
Playoffs, he might.
Listen, I'm gonna pat you on the back right now, but just know I'm gonna stab you in that muff later. My bad. I told you. If you
Well, here's the thing.
no. He's already done it. He's
put
already
two-
done it. Yeah, he's
hold
already
on,
done
not
it.
good
yet.
guy. He a good guy.
He's put 2 Infinity Stones in.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
took
for
a
sure.
shot at Trey first.
Yep.
And then he took a shot
The
at
Trey
Shady.
shots are light, bro. That's not even.
So long as
That's
you
my
don't
language.
take a shot
Better
at your
stay
boy,
light.
Oh, okay.
he hasn't put in all the Infinity Stones.
Oh, okay. He's
But
still.
when he puts in all the Infinity Stones, it's over for him.
Okay.
I told y'all
right.
earlier, he not going
It's
to play
over
with.
for him.
He a good guy, man.
He's a great guy.
Okay, we gonna see
God-fearing man.
because if he get Infinity Stones, I'm gonna do like Thanos and push Gamora
I'm
in
shutting
there.
down
I'm
the
gonna
show today.
sacrifice
you're
Gamora.
not. No,
I
you're
guarantee
not.
you I'm shutting down the show
Okay,
today.
we'll find. We'll see.
I guarantee you I'm
brother.
shutting down the show today.
Anyway.
We're not going to be kikiing no more whenever Come on.
He a good guy. He ain't doing nothing like that.
I got another $50
He's
super
scary.
chat from Maxi Comprect. Or no, this was 59 euros.
Oh,
which
that's real
equates
much,
to
like $60 something.
Well, no, I think because with the whole Brexit thing, it's 50 US
All right,
dollars.
bet,
Yeah,
fine,
so
fine.
we appreciate you. Justin Herbert would make the Eagles better. He also wouldn't be hurt behind the Eagles offensive line. My brother has to fight for his life every single
too.
snap.
He does have to fight for his life. I can't say that Herbert, who's sold in playoff games or he hasn't fought for his life, would make the Eagles better.
Yeah,
We
Disregard what
gotta
he's done with
see.
the
We gotta
Eagles.
see him with Joe Alt though. I do want to see
But
him
I'm
with a
saying
healthy
last
Joe
year
Alt,
we
though.
saw him with a healthy enough offensive line, and he gave us 4 picks.
Yeah, he ain't been on what we got over there.
True.
He-
Nobody has.
Yeah.
Nobody has. That's facts.
That's true. That's all I got on the $50 super chats.
We good.
Yeah, that's good.
We good.
Okay, yeah. Now let's get back to Jalen Hurts and the slander. No, I'm playing. He had media availability today, and he was asked straight up if he wanted Kevin Patullo back next year and if he wanted A.J. Brown back next year. Philly media was not playing any games with him today. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Opportunity to have that with Kevin Patullo. Do you want him to come back as the offensive coordinator?
It's too soon to think about that. And like I said, I put my trust in Howie, Nick, and Mr. Lurie.
What about AJ Brown? Would you like AJ?
AJ and I have talked. We're in a great place.
Last one.
Maybe y'all can talk to him and ask.
Opportunity to have that with Kevin.
Care Bear, wake up.
Wake up!
Care Bear. I'm doing a show.
Dude, he's so boring to listen to, man. What do you guys think about what he had to say? Do you think the bigger issue going forward for the Eagles offense is Jalen Hurts or Kevin Patullo?
Well, I hate that Jalen tries to play in our face. You feel me? Like, that's my thing, Jalen. Like, if they ask, do you want Kevin Patullo back? I trust Howie. I trust Jeffrey Lurie. I trust Nick Sirianni. The person you need to trust most is the offensive play caller. You don't need to trust Howie on game day. Not during the 60 minutes. Howie can't do anything for you. Jalen Hurts, you don't need to trust Jeffrey Lurie on game day. Not during the 60 minutes. Lurie can't come save you. Hell, respectfully, Jalen Hurts, to a large degree, you need to trust Kevin Patullo more than you trust Nick Sirianni on game day. On game day, a quarterback's best friend is that offensive coordinator. I've played middle linebacker before where I've had the green dot. If y'all know the green dot on your helmet, it means you have the headset. My defensive coordinator, he's talking to you. Hey, Acho, hey, make sure if they come out and empty, we're going to check this to Elvis, right? We're going to check this to Elvis. Hey, Acho, it's 3rd and 6. It's 3rd and 6. Make sure you even jet the front. Tell Trent Cole and Connor Barwin, get upfield. Hey, Acho, it's a 2-minute drive. Expect screen or draw. Expect screen or draw. Hey, call a Ted stunt on the right side because if they run a draw, hey, we're going to nix that. Hey, Acho, make sure if you see 2 outside the numbers, you widen out. Expect a now pass. Like, your defensive coordinator, he's your producer in real time. He's in your ear. And so the person that Jalen Hurts should have said, I trust most and I trust first, is Kevin Patullo. That's the most important person to Jalen Hurts. The fact that Jalen Hurts said anything besides Kevin Patullo lets me know, since the Eagles are retaining Jalen Hurts, they have to get rid of Kevin Patullo. Since the Eagles are retaining Jalen Hurts, to some degree, you have to get rid of A.J. Brown. Here's the thing. It was a Freudian slip. Me and A.J. Brown are in a great place. First off, which one is it? Because good and great are very different things. Second off, the fact that you have to correct yourself lets us know you lying. The truth doesn't stutter. So when I think about Jalen Hurts in that moment, one, don't play in our face, don't lie to us. And if you're going to keep Jalen Hurts, and since you're going to keep Jalen Hurts, Patullo got to go. And Nick Sirianni just got to figure it out. Where you at with it, Care Bear? Shit, too, Shady?
I mean, what's he supposed to say? Like, he's a quarterback. When do quarterbacks ever give you hot takes? Or I don't mind this. I think you handle this like a quarterback, and then behind closed doors, you talk to the owner, you talk to the GM, and you figure out what you want to do. I don't mind this at all.
Yeah.
And then we can't say if he's lying about the AJ and stuff like that. You don't know that.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, the only quarterback in the NFL that keeps a Jack and the Beanstalk is Cam Ward. That's it. That's it. Like, I'm sorry. Cam Ward's gonna go out there and call his whole team ass before anything else. Now, I think Patullo is a problem. And I know a lot of people think I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. I think Jalen Hurts, you can win with him because you have won with him.
Yeah,
the thing is, you need a good play caller with him. You need someone that can call plays, to suit Jalen Hurts. Now, that team around him is incredibly special. They're unbelievable. That offensive line, I know many people had issues with them this year. They protected him extremely well. And the problem with Kevin Patullo is those looks aren't as exotic as they needed to be.
Yeah.
They really weren't. You weren't able to establish the run at any point during the season. You had one of the most inconsistent run game. Their run game was Bryce Young this year. You can't have that happen. I'm sorry. Like you can't be up 1 week, down the other week, have Saquon go off for 70 yards in the first half of a game, and then he barely gets going in the second. It's dysfunctional. It definitely is with Kevin Patullo. He needs to go. And I think the question is, it should be a Sirianni thing. Because right now, is Nick Sirianni to be trusted with the offensive coordinator hire?
No, not at all.
I can't trust him with that. I want Howie to make that decision at this point. And I think there's so many good offensive minds on the open market right now. This is the craziest open market for offensive minds we've ever seen in the NFL. It's crazy. So they can't miss with this hire. And they're going to be back to winning next year. They'll probably be a Super Bowl favorite next year. But the problem isn't Jalen Hurts. It's Patullo.
Kerry Bear, I just want to ask you, right? Because I know you guys on the show don't give Nick Sirianni no credit. So you said it's a bad hire, right, with KP?
Yeah.
Was it a good hire with Stipend? Was that a good hire?
Yeah, when he brought him over.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Was it a good hire with
Brian Johnson was next.
Brian Johnson was a bad hire.
Okay, cool. Was it a good hire with
Kellen Moore? Phenomenal hire. Yeah.
When he hires his guys from within, it hasn't worked out.
But I'm saying you said that I don't trust him to get the hire right.
Yeah.
But then
he's 50%.
He's 50%, and the comfortable hires that he's made weren't good enough. I need you to. I need Howie to go down there and say, "Yo, look, we're hiring someone from outside. We're not getting another one of your buddies. We're hiring someone from outside. Because if you're not going to call the plays, if you're not going to step in and take over,
so talking about, see, this is the part I get upset. So Howie had nothing to do with this hire.
I'm sure he did. He has to sign off on it.
Of course he did.
Okay. So can we damn?
You get the benefit of the doubt. You just won the Super Bowl.
But what I'm saying is, it all can't just be Nick. Like every time I hear y'all talk negative about Nick, I'm just confused because you hate the hires that he does, but then you love the hires that he did. But he didn't do them hires.
Acho, am I confused? Were Steichen and Kellen Moore his decisions?
Steichen he brought with him.
Yes, but Kellen Moore rather.
Kellen Moore I don't think was his.
But yeah. My point is, y'all two can't say that because y'all don't know.
I don't.
So what I'm saying is, let's just say
they're all his.
The GM and the head coach made decisions on these coaches. Yeah. Can we say that?
Sure.
Because on one end it's like y'all blaming for it, but then Howie don't get no blame for it. Okay. And then when they do something good, it's like Howie is all the credit for that, but he don't.
Then here's where I've thought about is this.
Please,
because I don't even feel like talking about the Nick Sirianni role. If players should get better, Nick Sirianni, go get better. And here's what I would want if I'm Howie from Nick Sirianni. Go learn how to call plays this offseason so we're not in this dilemma anymore. Hey, the season doesn't start for 6 months, Nick Sirianni. Just so Shady and Acho don't have to argue anymore. Go study with your homeboys. Go, you and Sean McVay, you and Kyle Shanahan, call Andy Reid, whoever you're cool with, and learn the secret to calling plays. That way, if we make a hire, Howie and Sirianni, if we collectively make a hire that we realize is wrong, we're not hamstrung. Because if if players can get better, then all I'm saying is like, Sirianni, you too, just improve. And not even improve. Add another weapon to your holster. Like, figure out how to get comfortable calling plays.
Well, why? Because my question to you is, you keep saying getting better. I don't know no other head coaches in their first 5 years is better than him.
Sure, but can he not get better?
But listen, hear me what I'm saying.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying. You want him to call plays and all that. And
have the ability to.
Cool.
Yes.
But I'm saying why? Because so far, all we know is that this head coach wins, gets to the playoffs, wins divisions, goes to the Super Bowl.
Shady, here's the
problem.
problem.
I don't give a freak if you call plays or not.
Hold on real quick, Kieran. Yeah. Shady, your argument for Sirianni contradicts your argument for Jalen. Because if you're saying that Jalen can win, but he could be better, then I'm saying the same thing you're saying in regards to Sirianni. No. Sirianni's winning, but he could be better.
No, he's a player. A head coach has to deal with the whole entire team. You're talking about one part of the offense, where I've seen players, and I'm not saying this about Jalen Hurts, but I've seen players like eat off of this. The offense is doing well, and I get credit for it. We've seen it all the time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as a head coach dealing with the whole entire team. It's a lot of personalities on the Eagles team. It's a lot of
which you could argue he's not managing well.
How not though?
Tell
me how not though? How not?
Shady, you've had team meetings publicly in the parking lot, player meetings.
See, this is why y'all gotta start talking to more of the Eagle players, because y'all would say differently because they're gonna tell you different than what y'all saying. dog, for you to win a Super Bowl and for having all-pro players, for example, you gonna have some chaos a little bit. I'm an all-pro player like A.J. Brown. I'm not getting the ball. I'm gonna be upset. Larry Fitzgerald, one of the best players, one of the best personalities you're gonna meet. You think if he ain't getting the ball, he not upset at all?
There's always room for improvement.
So what?
Shady. Like all I'm saying is Sirianni get better, and you pushing back on that.
Yeah,
I'm saying get better
because y'all love to come at Nick, and I'm thinking like, damn, like you would think, okay, you didn't win Super Bowl this year, cool.
I think you feel this way because it's my steak is too juicy. My lobster is too buttery problem. We won a Super Bowl. He's made all these playoffs and yada, yada, yada. In 2023 and in 2025, y'all had a Super Bowl caliber roster. Y'all should have been further in the playoffs than y'all were. And the reason why y'all didn't end up winning playoff games those 2 seasons is because after your offensive coordinator got found out and it was, well, he's not good enough. We know we're going to have to let him go after the season. You got stuck because Sirianni wasn't able to adapt. That's the problem. We haven't seen him be able to adapt.
We speak about it like it's so easy to do. All I'm saying is, for my head coach, right?
Yeah.
I'm not next round as anybody. My head coach, I'm okay with your first 5 years always going to the playoffs. Your first 5 years winning 3 divisional titles,
of course,
and your first 5 years going to 2 Super Bowls and winning one. I'm okay with that. Maybe y'all might want better than that. Cool.
Nobody's saying he's doing a bad job. We're saying it could be better.
Y'all want better though. Y'all want better.
Yes, but you can get better.
I think everybody can. I think Tom Brady got better. You know better than you played with Tom Brady. So all I'm saying is where can Sirianni improve? Because obviously if Shady's saying he's a great manager,
he ain't gonna win every year though. He ain't win every year.
No, but I'm just saying where can he improve, Shady? Like he can improve it just adding another weapon to his holster. Man. You're an all-pro running back. I think you're going to the Hall of Fame. You could get better.
Hey Trey, man. Hey, you the only one that's married up here. Your wife, my mom told me that every girl ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? But damn, if she's doing better, if she's doing better than 90% of the other women, I'm cool with that.
Does that mean she needs to stop working on herself?
I'm cool with her being 90%. Because she's never going to the 100. I'm cool
with her
being 90%.
She could be amazing. She could be bad. Does that mean she
and the crazy thing is, we saying this about Nick Sirianni. It's so many other coaches that's way worse that need more help. That don't do the stuff he's nearly is doing. Like you say that, but then when we talk about Kyle Shanahan, you act like he's arrived. He don't win shit.
Yeah, but I also think Kyle Shanahan saw he had a bad season and he changed his coach.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, gosh, I got it, man. I didn't go get this Cowboys.
No, we sing. My quarterback can't get it done, but I want him to get better. I think he actually has.
No, I said coach.
Oh yeah, coach. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, win.
I'm always for improvement. Look, we got to keep it pushing though. We need to talk about Justin Herbert because man, the memes have been unbelievable after that performance he had yesterday. One of the performances of all time, if you will. Justin Herbert and Jawan Jennings had the same amount of touchdown passes in the NFL playoffs. Also, Justin Herbert, a.k.a. 10, this is what he looks like every year in the playoffs. And we also have some stats for you. In the playoffs, he's 58 for 106, 674 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and an 0-3 record.
That's bad, man.
Has the Justin Herbert outrage, though, however, gone too far?
No.
Acho, bro.
I'm grateful that people have finally woken up to Justin Herbert, an incredible talent who struggles in the playoffs and, with all due respect, also struggles in big games. It's fascinating. I've seen so many Justin Herbert stands show the tape of Justin Herbert, and I'm like, I'm glad y'all are finally watching it because that's what I see. That's why I called him a social media quarterback, and the Chargers misheard or misunderstood what I meant. Not that he's on social media, not that he has an Instagram or a Twitter page, that when you only watch the highlights of Justin Herbert, you will think he is a top 3 quarterback, maybe all time, because of the highlights. But when you actually watch Justin Herbert on tape, you see like, oh, wait a second. He has hella deficiencies. Wait a second. He steps into sacks. He takes so many mindless sacks. Wait a second. He misses receivers open downfield. Wait a second. He feels what we call phantom pressure. Phantom pressure when there's not actually pressure there, but you anticipate pressure, so you escape the pocket too soon. I don't think Justin Herbert's getting too much praise. I think, there's that saying, when all you've ever known is privilege, then even equality, it feels like oppression.
Yeah.
It's like when all you ever know is praise, then actual fair criticism, it feels like hate. And all Justin Herbert has ever known is praise. As a result, actual analysis feels like hate. Justin Herbert's just finally being analyzed properly. And so it might feel like hate. It ain't hate. It's actual astute analysis of the tape. He makes spectacular plays, and he also makes atrocious plays.
I think what you said yesterday was pretty spot on, though. I think we all see Justin Herbert. We see the big arm. We see the amazing throws that he makes. I mean, earlier this season, we were looking at replays of throws that he was making while on the run off his back foot, just delivering strikes all over the field. But there's also the inconsistency that he puts on tape that doesn't get talked about as much. And I think we can all admit that he has talent. I will be the one to play devil's advocate, though. I think this season, and this season specifically, this is not what the team was supposed to look like going here. And they did a good job. The defense, honestly, they overachieved compared to what we expected them to be this year. And the offense drastically underachieved, but also due to a lot of key guys being out. In my honest opinion, the two best players on that offense, it's not Justin Herbert, it's not running back, wide receiver, whoever it is, it's Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. And both of those guys missed the majority of the season. Slater was out the entire season. Joe Alt ended up having a season-ending injury. I think whenever those guys come back healthy, whenever you have your running backs actually healthy, when you have a full team that's supposed to be built the way it's supposed to be, I think Justin Herbert ends up having a whole lot better of a season next year. And I think the hate has gone a little too far. He hasn't performed well, and I understand he should be held accountable for that. Do I think that people need to be saying he's J.J. McCarthy levels bad and he stinks and he's just allergic to winning in the playoffs? No. I think give him a situation that he should go out there and win in again, and I understand he's had that before, and then I can make that distinction and really label him as such. But as it stands right now, I think people are taking a little bit out of
I think he's a special quarterback, but what I can do is he's 58 for 106, 674 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks, and he's 0-3. Like, that's who he is. Like I always say, like in sports, you can say what you want, but you gotta go out there and actually put the cleats on and go out there and do it. And I'm not saying I'll be great on every game, but you are 0-3. Like not one win, and you do be just throwing picks.
Yeah.
Last year he had 4 picks.
4 picks against the Texans in the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's like, man, I mean, I do think he's a talented quarterback. I can't get away from that. But production-wise, in the playoffs, like, this is who you are.
Yeah.
I can't get around that.
The other thing for me is, Kieran, like, of course his situation hasn't been perfect. But what makes greats greats to me is when they can overcome the imperfect. I'll go back to the Eagles' first Super Bowl. Jason Peters was out. Shady knows this as well as I. Darren Sproles was out. Like, that Eagles team was injured. Like, and Nick Foles still went out there and he balled. What made Brock Purdy's Week 1 win so special is, like, Brock Purdy went out there without wide receivers, without tight ends, without defensive players. He went out there and balled. So did Justin Herbert experience injuries? Absolutely. But what makes the great ones great, if James Jones were here, he would tell you about the year the Packers won the Super Bowl. Charles Woodson gets hurt in the Super Bowl. Jermichael Finley gets hurt during the season. I believe starting backer got hurt. Starting defensive lineman got hurt. What makes the greats great is, like, you overcome all that. So there will always be excuses for Justin Herbert. But the problem is, if we keep making them for Justin Herbert, he'll never be great. What I hate is, like, even saying, like, greatest quarterback to not win a playoff game. If you ain't won a playoff game, you're just not great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you ain't won a playoff game, you're just actually not great. You're cool. But also, here's the other thing here. Bro's in year 6. I think he's going on 7 next year, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you've been in the league for a long time. That's, you know what I mean? So it's not even like he's a young quarterback anymore. And also, who's to say next year you have Joe Alt, next year you have Rashawn Slater, dang, next year Ladd McConkey goes down. Next year, Jesse Minter gets the head coaching job. Now your defense struggles. Acho, his defense sucks. Come on, bro. Enough with the excuses.
He's a good quarterback, though. I never want to take nothing from him. He is a really good and talented quarterback. Yes, can he get more help? For sure. But at some point, you got to just play a little bit better. And I say maybe, I don't know, out of the 4 games, you win one of them. You get what I'm saying? So I give him the benefit of doubt, but he has to be better. But at least if you're going to be bad like he's been, just be good one of them games.
Yeah.
Give me
I think
something
he's
to talk
good.
about.
I just don't think he's great. I think he's good, though.
He definitely
I think he's a
definitely
solid
good.
quarterback. I think if he had a better team around him, you get to see more fight out of him. Now, granted, the Texans one is really what holds me back, though, because 4 interceptions. Was it 3 or 4 interceptions?
4 of them.
Yeah, 4 interceptions was bad. Losing a game in which Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions was also crazy. It's tough, but also, He's 27. I think he has time. I think whenever that team gets healthy, we'll have to see. Because the thing is, the question that we're having right now isn't like, oh, well, like, is it time to stop overrating him and whatnot? The question is, can you be the franchise quarterback for the Chargers? Because if he continues to underperform in playoff games like this, how can you trust him? How can you trust him to be your starter any longer? I don't think you can. So I refuse to believe that we're at that point yet with Justin Herbert.
Nah, he's too talented to move off for me. But I mean, they can use some help.
But what is talent with no playoff performances?
I'm not the type of dude where, like, I don't even care if you're in year 7 though. Like, yo, it might take you a little longer than other players. I'm okay with that.
The only problem with that, Shady, is
the money.
It's not only money, but like how many coaches are going to get fired until Herbert wins one? I think his rookie coach was the black dude, Anthony Lynn.
I play on
he gets fired. Yeah. Okay, we bring in Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley ain't worked. He got fired. Harbaugh, I don't believe is getting fired because he signed like a lifetime to some degree contract. I think like a 5-7 year deal. We're 2 years into Harbaugh. Harbaugh got probably another 2 years of winning or not winning until Harbaugh get like, how many coaches is this quarterback going to get fired or offensive coordinators until we get it right? Like we've seen.
I mean, he can use some help though.
Yeah,
his wide receiver core to me wasn't elite.
No, not at all.
But his wide receiver core wasn't elite. Yeah. His offensive line was the worst graded in the entire NFL this year.
Yeah, but why? Right? It's hard to say he could use some help when, since Herbert's been there, first round tackle Rashawn Slater, first round tackle Joe Alt,
and they didn't play.
First round running back Omarion Hampton, second round wide receiver Ladd McConkey, first round wide receiver just now turned up Quentin Johnson. So it's like, to your point, there were injuries.
The first 3 guys you named did not play this season.
But the point I'm making is like the Chargers' intention has exclusively been to help Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at other teams, remember Aaron Rodgers, they didn't draft a first round wide receiver. They didn't round a first round skill player until Jordan Love.
Yeah.
That's why Aaron Rodgers like, bruh, y'all have never drafted a first round dude. I've made them dudes, and they were already dudes. Shout out to Devontae Adams. But like Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, James Jones, Jermichael Finley, Devontae Adams. So you look at the Chargers and you're like, wait a second. They've tried to give you help. Here's the other thing. I can't complain about a lack of receivers when a team is trying to beef up an O-line. Because the inverse is you get the receivers, Joe Burrow, but you don't have the O-line. So I'm not mad at how the Chargers are doing it. They're like, hey, we're going to build from inside out. Tackles. Mekhi Becton went out and got Mekhi Becton. Went out and got a good running back.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear the complaints about the receivers because they're like, hey, we're going to build from the inside out. Now, to your point, they got hurt. People get hurt.
And then that's my thing, though. I think this season for Justin Herbert proved he can't carry the team. Yeah. He's not Josh Allen. He's not going to be able to carry to that extent. It's just not going to happen. We're seeing Josh Allen carry, honestly, a similar, if not worse, receiver room out there in Buffalo. The thing for me is I'm not ready to write off Justin Herbert yet because we haven't seen him with the players that they tried to build around.
Yes, that's very
And whenever
true.
we see that, if he fails again, we're talking here if we're sitting here next year. We're sitting here next year after tonight. Oh my God. But yeah, we're sitting here next year and the conversation is, dang, he had another awful playoff performance. He didn't do anything. Like he was terrible. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Where his guys playing? Okay, he played bad.
But you know the hard part, Kieran, is like that's just not real. Right, you know when we play Madden 2.5, if you played it growing up, whatever the case may be, is like if you playing in Dynasty mode, whatever it's called. I ain't played in years. If one of your players gets hurt, you restart the game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you've been there, but like, man, I ain't finna go this whole season without my starting running back. Nah, you restart the game. Players are gonna get hurt,
of course.
And so the fact of the matter is, there's also gonna come a point where like, can the Chargers keep Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt? Or does one of them walk in free agency? Can you keep Omarion Hampton by the time you got to play Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt?
Yeah.
So there's also going to come a point where it's like, when he finally does have the help, now the help is gone.
Those teams don't go. My argument to that, though, would be those teams that have those key injuries all over the place, they don't win. They don't win championships. They don't go on runs. They just don't. They don't. And if they do end up having those, they end up Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl, get smoked. Like that. Like that's what happens to those teams that have injuries at key positions whenever you're losing both of your tackles. Like I understand what you're saying, and I think you're not going to get that excuse every single year. Hopefully you don't have these injuries every year though as well.
And also though, to Shady's point, last thing I'll say with it, make the plays too, Herbert. Make the plays you have to make. Like, there was an egregious play that he missed. It's on Twitter. We could show y'all. There was an egregious play that he missed, and it's like, Herbert, you got to make that. If you can go to, you'll be able to find it. Like, go to, just type in Justin Herbert, like, miss. Hell, like there's an egregious play. It's Ladd McConkey's coming open. It's the second play of the game. And he just misses it. A dude named Benjamin Solik or something broke it down, and he just misses it. And so my thing is like with Herbert is you just have to also be better. And the fact of the matter is he just be missing too much. Type in Benjamin Solik. Go to his Twitter. Go to his Twitter and pull it up. And it's the second play of the game. I think it's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert is no, it's not it. Justin Herbert is rolling out to his right, and he just misses him. And so Trey, get us some super chats. I'm gonna have us pull this out.
Yeah. We do have some super chats. I'm gonna go back a little bit where Myron Cohen said saying Brock Purdy would make the Eagles better is nothing but Jalen hate. Brock had a team with similar talent, if not better talent, and hasn't gotten it done. Wake me up when he's holding up a Lombardi because he never will, and those are facts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got another one from Name Rage. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but said, first off, shout out to Shady. Got your jersey hanging in my closet. Oh. I'm a size medium because I was repping you here in Boise, Idaho.
Okay, Idaho, I got love for you.
Yeah, love in Idaho. That's crazy. I'm going to guess he's not.
There's brothers out
like
there?
us.
I'm coming
That's
out there,
what I'm
man.
about to say, yeah, I don't know.
I'm coming out there.
Don't do this all about this Jalen Shea, Care Bear type of fans don't get this type of love.
That's true.
Tell D-Jax I said what up. Love y'all boys.
Love.
I got another $20 super chat from 214
Mr. DFW?
Mr. DFW.
My dog.
He finally shows his face today. That's crazy. He wasn't saying nothing.
No, he wasn't. He did eventually say something once we called him out.
Wasn't talking about nothing yesterday.
He said, Acho, what do you want Jalen to say? He can't say he wants the man fired because then that opens up a whole nother can. We all know what needs to be done. Come on now.
Yeah. To Shady's point, like that's fair. That's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We pulled it up. Care Bear showed his play, and then we can move from the Justin Herbert conversation. But just so y'all can actually see, okay, what you mean Justin Herbert can be better?
Yeah.
Watch when he rolls right. Look at Ladd McConkey at the 50-yard line, hand raised.
McConkey's right here, just wide open.
It's for first quarter?
First quarter, second play of the game. Like that's the difference between winning and losing. Like this right here is he rolls to the right, eyes downfield. Matthew Stafford's throwing it. Caleb Williams is throwing it. Everybody's throwing that. That's the difference between winning and losing. And so it's the small stuff. Like, is the O-line bad? Sure. Can he be better? Absolutely. Care Bear, where we at?
Yeah, no. Moving forward, we have to talk about your San Francisco 49ers because it looks like Fred Warner might be able to make a comeback during this playoff run if they end up getting by the Seattle Seahawks. We'll see how that goes. Yikes. But question is for you guys. He looks healthy here. Looks good. Moving around. Do you guys think the 49ers can really go on a run? And how far will that run be?
Niners can get to the Super Bowl because of the familiarity they have left with the remaining teams. Think about it. They got the Rams. The NFC playoff picture is Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Bears. Y'all telling me the Niners can't beat those teams? Don't do that, Shady. The Niners are capable of beating all of those teams.
Somebody check his glass.
They're capable of beating the Bears.
They say
they already have.
That's what he said.
They're capable of beating the Seahawks.
Without George
They
Kittle?
already have.
You start drinking?
They're capable of beating the Rams. Let me put it to you like this because they're acting crazy. Every team the Niners have remaining on their schedule in the NFC, they've already beat. Grand opening, grand closing. So it's not asinine at all to say that the Niners can get to the Super Bowl. Now, to Kieran's point, there is no Kittle. But y'all remember Kittle didn't start the season, right? Like Kittle missed about 4 games in the first 6 games of the season, and they won those games without George Kittle. So hell yeah, the Niners can go that far. Also remember, Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, here's the one, Matthew Stafford. That's the one. Like, that's the one I'm worried about. Respectfully, I'm not worried about Caleb. I'm not worried about Sam Darnold. I'm speaking as a Niner here. Like, if you're the Niners defense, you can't be worried about Caleb. Caleb can't scare you. A quarterback in his second year can't. He just can't. That's not a mentality of a defender, Kieran. I'm telling you, like, Caleb can't scare you. Now, as a fan, of course, Caleb is scary. But if you're the Niners, you're not like,
happy.
If you're the Niners, you're not sitting here like, oh, God, we got to play Caleb Williams. What are we going to do? Hell no. You're saying he's still a young bull. We can still trick him.
They play the Seahawks.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
I like that matchup.
How much you like it?
Of all the teams that the Niners...
How much you like it?
Enough to watch the game.
I don't know if they can beat the Seahawks. That defense
I
want
to know what changed, though.
Since when?
49ers aren't going to beat the Eagles. They're just not going to beat the Eagles. That was you 5 days ago.
And but I thought the Eagles were the best team in the NFC. To me, like I thought the Eagles were Super Bowl favorites.
So now who do you think that best team in the NFC is?
Rams. Because Matthew Stafford.
I thought the only thing we had to struggle with was going to be the Rams, the Eagles and the Rams. I don't see them beating the Seahawks. They dominated them on defense, and and not only that part, they ran the ball all game on them.
Yeah.
See, if we could have ran the ball, it'd have been a lot better. I'm not trying to go back to the Eagles. I know I'm still hurt, but I think that they're gonna run the ball up and down the field because that defense ain't that good. They're not that good.
No,
they not.
No, but here's the thing: as much as the Seahawks dominated that game, and I came on this show right after the game, so they dominated, which they did. The Seahawks only put up 13 points. The Seahawks better put up more than 13 points this game. I promise you.
You say that, but on some games, you don't need to. Like tonight, watching the Steelers versus the Houston Texans.
Yep.
They need to put up no points for real. They could have won that game by what? 17 points?
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes I can dominate you and not do a lot.
But let me ask you, do you think Kyle Shanahan, respectfully, and as good as the Seahawks defense is, and Mike McDonald, all credit to you, you think Kyle Shanahan will get owned like that again? I don't believe so. I think he improves from his mistakes.
Only thing is,
I don't think
when you play a team twice a year, every year, you know him better than a guy that doesn't play him that much. That's why divisional games are so hard. You ever see a team, for the viewers out there, like, damn, this team is one of the top teams in the league, but they struggle with a division opponent that's not good. It's because you play them twice a year, you draft players to go against them, like all them things. They know each other. I do think the Seahawks are a more talented team. They're a better team. I think they're going to beat the Niners convincingly. Like,
Shady, though, here's the hard part for me. It's like, one, the Seahawks and the Niners were one game away this season. You know what I mean? Like they were they
match up well against them too. That's another thing I was thinking about.
And vice versa though. Seahawks beat the Niners, Niners beat the Seahawks.
It was a divisional opponent.
You know what I mean?
If it's one game, I'm taking the Seahawks because I just think they're better.
What about Sam Darnold?
They're gonna run I keep telling you, they're gonna keep it away from his hands. They're gonna run that ball, dog, with two running backs. We're gonna throw screens and we're gonna throw one-on-one routes to JSN.
Here's my thought process, right?
And that's a simple game plan. We're gonna throw the ball to this one receiver. We're gonna run this rock. But we'll play great defense.
But you're not wrong. And I'm not saying that the Niners are going to win. What I'm saying is, if you're the Niners, this is as good as it could go for you. Out of the Rams, the Bears, and the Seahawks, I would rather play the Seahawks. I'd rather play the team with Sam Darnold. I'd also rather play the team I played 2 weeks ago. Also, if you're the Niners, now we're going to get a little nerdy here. I think Eric Kendricks is probably the second best linebacker on that team to Fred Warner. You know, shout out to what Bethune was doing this year. He's hurt. D. Winters, he's hurt. Eric Kendrick showed us just last game why he's a vet. He showed us why he's a 10-year player. I think he's probably the best linebacker on that team, second to Fred. So if you're the Niners, all I'm saying is, like, none of us in here would be surprised if Sam Darnold threw 2 interceptions, 1 in the red zone. None of us would be surprised if Sam Darnold had a sacked fumble. So I think the Niners have as good of a chance to beat the Seahawks, a better chance of beating the Seahawks as they do anybody remaining.
If you watch the last game, right, the way they played, first of all, Sam Darnold is weak. He is that. But that's the reason why both running backs had like 18, 19 carries apiece.
Correct. But I don't see that happening.
So that lets you know, what you mean?
If I'm the defense, remember, you know this, Salah was sitting in 2 high safeties the whole game. Get out of it. I'm playing 1 high safety, and with all due respect, JSN, go for 250. And Sam Darnold, make the throws. Like, that's what it has to be. Like, because like Shady said, and Shady was cooking, I'm not going to let the running backs have a combined 33 carries.
Think about that.
Think about that, 170 yards.
I'm gonna split my carries up. We're gonna do 20 apiece.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Think about that though.
That's crazy.
So you let you know we not throwing the rock.
Yeah, and then
when we have some one-on-one opportunities though, that's another thing we're not gonna talk about though. Because Jackson Smith is
he's like that.
Like that.
He's like that. But here's my point. Because now that we've seen it, and if I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm walking over to their solid 2 and be like, hey, bruh, now that we've seen it, I'm putting 8 in the box. I'm playing press man, safety, lean to JSN, and make Rashid Shaheed, who's a really good player, a burner.
Fast as hell too.
He got to beat us.
Why do you keep talking about this only on defense?
I trust Shanahan.
You don't want to talk about how they had them boys in the box, straight jacket. They couldn't even move.
They did.
Right? Take your medication. You're not moving no more. That's what they did. So I'm telling you is,
What about on defense part of it? Because I don't know if Kyle Shanahan can just scheme them up so easily a team you play twice a year.
No, not easily, but I think
and them boys is gangster over there in Seattle.
I think Shanahan can do what he did to the Eagles, which was two little trickums. That's all. Remember, he didn't do nothing to the Eagles. He ran two trickums. The Eagles did this.
No. I will say when they need to make plays, they did. I was looking at like a lot of them. They were throwing the ball over the middle all day.
Juwan Jennings on a crossing route,
right?
The Trickum touchdown.
Hold on. The first drive. DeMar Robinson was getting crazy. I'm like, damn. Over and over again. So I'm like, yo, okay, you can make plays. I didn't expect that.
But how they put the ball in the end zone, you know that. Putting the ball in the end zone is hard. I know that, actually. As a defender, putting the ball in the end zone is the hard part.
All right.
They said, you know what? We can't put the ball in the end zone on the Eagles. We're going to run a reverse pass. That's how we're going to score. I think Shanahan is good for, okay, I got to earn my check. I got 3 plays for y'all. He's good for a tight end fall down. He's going to try that. He's probably going to try a double pass. He might try a now screen pass. He's good for like 2 high red zone touchdowns. He's going to have to.
I also think for the Seahawks, though, the formula is like the formula is there. I think Sam Darnold is not going to press in this game because he was told not to press the last time they played. Don't lose us the game, Sam. We have an amazing elite defense, and we're going up against a crippled team.
Yeah.
We're able to run the ball because they're on their 4th string linebacker that they signed off the practice squad. I think the formula is there, and I don't think that you're going to see a Sam Darnold pressing as much. And if he is, they made a grave mistake. I think honestly the Seahawks are in a great position to win this game because they just had all the pressure on them to get this seed, to get this bye 2 weeks ago. And we saw them do extremely well while doing it. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Just devil's advocate here. We just saw a team lose to the Niners using their quarterback conservatively and trying to rely on the defense to win the game.
That's a good point.
What team was that?
The Eagles.
That was the Philadelphia Eagles. Yep. So do y'all, as a Seahawks head coach, schemers, coordinators, all of that, do you feel like, does that scare you going into this game? Like, oh, maybe we do need to try to put the ball in Sam Darnold's hands a little bit more because we just saw a team that is probably better than us lose playing the way that we want to play.
Here's what I think. I think the Seahawks are going to have to go out there and put the game away. If the Seahawks played like they played last game, I think the Niners win. Yeah. What I mean by that is like Seahawks never took enough of a lead. Kill the Niners. If you have the Niners on the ground like one of them cockroaches with some raid, once they start doing that thing,
stomp on it.
Yeah. Like the Eagles had control of the game. Yeah. They just kept playing with them. Eagles, put the game away.
Yeah. When the Seahawks played the Niners, did they have control of that game?
Seahawks had control of the whole game.
Right, so
put the game away.
They did.
No,
there's nothing they can do.
What I mean, Shady, remember, they go for it on 4th down, they don't get it. So then it's like it stayed a 1-possession game for far too long.
But if you don't watch, if you turn the score off and you watch the game, everybody and their mama thought, damn, the Seahawks is dominating the Niners.
Agreed. But here's I'm not disagreeing with you. The point I'm making is you can't turn the score off. Because if you leave the Niners were a punt return for a touchdown away from tying that game right there in the 4th quarter.
Ain't happen.
Of course.
Ain't happen.
But make sure it doesn't happen.
They're gonna win that game.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
you know they're gonna win that game.
If you're a Seahawks fan,
you know it.
Make sure it doesn't happen.
Put
it away.
You know it. You know it's gonna happen. He know it. And guess what? I told y'all all day he gonna be a good boy. He gonna be a good bear today. All that pump fake he's doing, he gonna do this and they ain't gonna do nothing.
Good boy is crazy.
Yeah, good boy.
Good boy is absolutely crazy. All right, you know what? Actually,
that's actually some Gen Z.
Actually, before you get to those super chats,
better stay in his lane.
Before you get to those super chats, I got more shots to throw. So before you get to those super chats, I know we probably have some $50 ones. I know that $250 to get someone in the super chat to just throw away all morals, all friendships, all care in the world. So why don't we go ahead and show what happened to him at the last spot because he was playing around a little bit too much there. Go ahead and throw it up, Rome. Go ahead and throw it up, Rome. Entangled. It was a great movie. I saw it down the street at another studio. If you see that big old jar of peanut butter on the damn table right there, you know, it's something else. A story of connection, consequence, and creamy spreads is what it says.
Yo, I don't know. That's kind of like, hey, man, hey, look. I try to warn him. You better listen. You better get a good boy. That's the last one you gonna get.
Okay.
Care Bear, if you have any more shots, I'm telling you, take them now.
Nah, it's okay.
That's the last one. I ain't playing no more.
Nah, it's okay.
I told you to be a good boy. You ain't listening.
Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Hey, Ron, can I get 3.9?
Unload the
clip. Can I get 3.9 right quick?
3.9.
Can I get 3.9 real quick? 3.9. The real ones show up in the playoffs. That's what Shady McCoy averaged per game or per rush in the playoffs. How we do? How we do? We care so much about not being a regular season player, right? But who had 3.9 yards to carry in the playoffs? Hey, hold up. Go ahead and throw up the participation one.
Let me see this.
The participant. 2 rings, and you got a nice little green ribbon for it, LaShawn Shady McCoy. Champion. Hey, how many carries you get this game? You had Emmanuel Acho minutes in that Super Bowl, brother.
Yeah, I did. Now, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you said
Yeah.
It's already been.
it. Social trade.
A lot of action at Fox.
Social
and
trade.
And a lot of sitting on the bench. Here and there. Yeah.
Social trade. Social trade is time to activate.
No.
It's time to push.
Keep going.
Oh, you got motivated. That's it.
Don't detonate it. Don't detonate it. Activate.
Put the numbers in.
Don't detonate
Put
it.
the numbers in,
Yes.
but don't push the button yet.
Don't push the button yet.
Okay, don't push the button yet.
Activate the weapon.
Okay.
We will not detonate the weapon
So
yet.
let's get the T- countdown started.
Yes.
T-, okay.
I believe we should do our last topic before we detonate the weapon.
You see that? Hey, you see that stomach though, your boy? I gotta get back in shape.
Because I want y'all to understand.
LaShawn McCoy is Kevin Durant of the NFL. Boy went ring chasing later in the career. That's what he did.
In 15 minutes,
Ring chasing.
I need you all to understand this show will come to a colossal collapse.
I promise it will.
No. He talking heavy. Now, normally I only get hype for people that never play football talking shit about that. So now I'm gonna enjoy this. This is kind of fun. It's like your little brother just talking. You ain't playing. You right. I ain't play. You right. I ain't tripping.
Okay, Dak Prescott McCoy. Anyway,
I ain't get that.
we got to keep it pushing. We got to talk about the Chicago Bears and the rivalry they have. We have a rivalry that they have with the Green Bay Packers. Ben Johnson was asked during the press conference if there was a rivalry and something going on with him and head coach Matt Lafleur. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
About like between you and Lafleur, the 2 wins things, the handshakes, beyond getting this important playoff win. Why is this important to you, or is there something personal beyond that?
This is a rivalry, and city of Chicago, Green Bay, it needs to be a rivalry.
I ain't mad at that.
Between you and Lafleur.
I like that.
I remember watching A-Rod do all this belt check and all that. That's cool. Now we doing the same thing. What's the problem? What the problem is?
He said, I remember the A-Rod, he's saying, I own the city of Chicago. I own you guys. Do you guys love or hate his comments about
Love it. Ben Johnson is the great thing to happen to sports in this year. Number one, coaches rarely often live up to their height. Y'all remember, Ben Johnson was supposed to be a phenom, a boy genius, all those things. But we've seen several phenom boy geniuses, Mike McDaniels, go to an organization and don't live up to the hype. Ben Johnson lived up to the hype. There hasn't been a head coach with as much anticipation as Ben Johnson. And he's gone to Chicago and completely turned that team around. And respectfully, it's not like the Bears have some wildly intimidating roster. Defensively, they have a bunch of good players that Ben Johnson, shout out to him, has turned into great players. Shout out to Al Harris and Ben Johnson hiring him. Remember, he had to hire Al Harris, if I'm not mistaken, away from the Cowboys. Y'all help me if I'm wrong. But the Bears have good players, not great players on the defensive side of the ball. Bears have really good players on the offensive side of the ball. But what the Bears are doing, coming in and taking over the second best division in all of football, no. And then I also like Ben Johnson telegraphing his punch and landing it. He said, hey, I can't wait to beat Matt Lafleur twice in a year. And he did it. He did it. So I'm with Ben Johnson. Talk your cash, but make sure you back it up as well. And again, this is as bad as the Bears are going to be. This is as bad as Caleb's going to be.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Manungai, this is as bad as he's going to be. Even if DeAndre Swift has to move on as money comes and goes and they get older, Roma Dunze, this is as bad as he's going to be. Luther Burdens, this is as bad as he's going to be. Colston Loveland, this is as bad as he's going to be. The Bears are an incredibly young team. Manungai's young. Loveland's young. Burden's young. Adunze young.
Burden's nice,
Caleb's young. So, to me, man, this future is bright for Chicago. I love it.
And another thing is, I think from other sports, football is, real, right? Because basketball, you could, I don't know, you can foul a guy. It's not the same. Baseball, you kind of could argue a little bit. Football is a physical game. And I look at it like boxing. 2 opponents, we don't like each other. We going, you know what, you don't like me, I don't like you. We going to get in this field. We going to duke it out, right? As in, we going to be physical with each other. But I like how these coaches are keeping that rivalry real. I do not like the Cowboys. And the funny thing is, even retired, the hate is not there the same, but I don't really like them. I don't really like Cowboy fans. I don't even like people that live in Dallas, right? Now, I used to hate them, but now I just don't like them.
Yeah.
And I look at Ben Johnson, and it's like, yo, the rivalry is real.
Yeah.
People from Chicago, we don't like the Packers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers used to abuse the Chicago Bears. So I get it, and I like rivalries. This is why the NFL is the best sports in American football. That's why they generate the most money, because you have stuff like this. And when fans see Ben Johnson speaking like that or shaking the hand of a Packers coach, they love that.
Correct.
So I don't have no problem with it.
You know what else I'm thinking that Shady's talking, and he made some great points, is Ben Johnson and this mentality is going to increase the gap between the NFL and college. Because the one thing college had on the NFL was rivalries. So one thing, they didn't have talent, they didn't have excitement, they didn't have quality of a product, they had rivalries. You used to go to college and be there for them 3 or 4 years. And as a graduate, if you went to the school and didn't play, you loved that team. College beat the NFL with rivalries. But college's rivalries are starting to dissipate with the NIL era and with the transfer portal era, right? So now college rivalries aren't what they were. We just saw a Texas player go to Oklahoma. That never happens.
Yeah.
The NFL, they didn't used to have rivalries. Dudes training together in the all season. Dez and Shady, cool. Though they hated each other, cool. AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, they cool. Like, right? Yeah, NFL has rivalries, not compared to college. But if Ben Johnson can reinstate rivalries and can continue to get this, like, no, I hate them back and stand 10 toes down on it, as college is losing rivalries, like, the NFL is already king, but we got to understand what we're witnessing here. Like, we're witnessing a seismic shift in what the NFL is doing, and in large part because of this. What you thinking?
I completely agree. I think the NFL needs more rivalries like this. And whenever you have players and coaches as bought into the rivalries as fans, I think that's awesome. And then for this reason, I don't even know. I think it's just a personal thing that Ben Johnson has with Matt Lafleur. They don't like each other. I like the fact that they don't like each other. It makes those games that much more interesting. Whenever coaches have real beef, you're game planning a little bit harder. You're staying in that film room a little bit extra. You have that extra motivation, and that's what you should want out of your coach. Now, as much as you mentioned college and rivalries and whatnot, I think the NFL really misses out on this. I think rivalries aren't really as strong as they need to be. I think the NFC East, I'm a Dallas fan. I don't like Philly at all. I don't like Philly. I think your quarterback's mid. I think LaShawn Shady McCoy's overrated. He needed to take his hat off because his hair is nappy and he got 2 widow's peaks on the side of his head. I think Trey got a fat forehead as well. I like rivalries though. You know what I mean? I enjoy that type of stuff. Like it's good stuff that we got going on in here. But I think the NFL is missing that. I don't see that. Like, you gonna tell me the Jags and the Texans are really rivals? You gonna tell me the Colts and the Titans? I'm not excited to watch those games. But whenever there's actual stakes, whenever there's actual shit talk behind it, it's just like fighting.
Yeah.
In fighting, we have to sell the fight. Let's sell the fight. Let's get people interested in these things. I love rivalries for this reason. I love the fact that I told Shady they were going to lose to my Cowboys this year, and they did.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Trey, did you that nuke, did you load it up?
Oh, the code's already been input.
Okay, but continue.
Yeah, the code's already been input.
How long do you think Ben Johnson can keep up the dominance of the NFC North? Like, you think it's a one and done thing? Because Jahmyr Gibbs ain't going nowhere. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Penei Sewell, they not going nowhere.
There's too much talent in that division for there to be dominance in it. I just don't think that's possible as it stands right now. You had the Packers, and then you had kind of everybody else whenever Aaron Rodgers was there. But the Packers were here. They had the best quarterback in the division. The Bears couldn't do anything with them. The Vikings couldn't do anything with them. The Lions were one of the worst teams in the NFL. Like, this is a completely different era. The Packers have as much, if not more talent than anyone in the league.
Yeah.
The Lions have as much talent, if not more talent than anyone in the league. And the Bears, they're getting there. They have the coaching, and also they're young and good. It's tough. It's tough unless you're a Vikings fan. The Vikings are kind of out of it.
I'm wondering, like, Shady, you think Ben Johnson can win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's that good of a coach, yeah. Got the right quarterback. He's young. He's going to get better. Like, Caleb, it's funny how everybody just flip-flop. Caleb last year as a rookie, how he looked. And he got better in the second year with a really good coach. They're only going to get better and better and better. He's always finding good talent, right? And I like Ben Johnson because he gets the most out of his players. Sometimes you get lucky and get this talented rosters, but sometimes you got to develop them players. And he develops a lot of his players. I look at the defense, right? Now you know you got a quarterback. You got a good offense. You can run the ball. Now we can focus on getting some defensive pieces. Sometimes you have an offensive-minded coach. They love to get their pieces, but you know what? I can do less. I can do more with less because I'm running the show, right? Go get some more pieces on defense. They get him a stud pass rusher on defense. Oh, my God. You know what I mean? Get him a stud lockup corner. Like, they can be good. And I just think that, man, they might not win a division every single year because that division, like Karen said, is pretty good. But I do think they're going to be a good team for a long time because they have the right coach to do it. You know, like Nick Sirianni. You know what I mean? Good coach.
Nick Sirianni and Ben Johnson are total opposite coaches.
You're right.
Both successful.
You're right. One guy's way more successful.
Yeah.
Way more successful.
And one guy's probably much more of an offensive savant.
Yeah.
You know one thing that I don't like that you do? No, we're good. I'm done with it. Like the title of a defensive coordinator, he's the guy that calls the defenses.
Yep, check.
The offensive coordinator, he's the guy that calls the offensive plays.
Check.
And the head coach has to see over everything. Special teams coach, he's in charge of the special teams. So a head coach has to deal with all that. When an offensive player is in a funk, I don't know, bad attitude, or just having a bad week, shitty game, shitty practice, the coordinator will say a little bit to him, but you know how to really go ahead and talk to him? It's the head coach. A defensive player of an offensive-minded coach has a bad week, has a bad move. I don't know, baby mama's tripping, his best friends, whatever it is. His brother stole his money, whatever it may be. The head coach has to go talk to him. And I think, and it's weird because you played football and you in NFL, so you know this. And it's like contract situations. The office coordinator ain't dealing with the coach or the player with contract issues.
True.
The head coach is. And for the head coach, you have to deal with all them things. And it's like, y'all like ignore that for some reason.
Shady, my only Sirianni take.
It drives me crazy.
My only Sirianni take was he could get better.
And the which drives me real crazy is more you.
Shady, I just said he could get better.
You actually put your feet in the NFL, you know.
Correct.
That's crazy to me.
All I said today regarding Sirianni. All I said today, shut up, Care Bear. Regarding Sirianni was like, he'd get better. Dan Campbell could not call plays.
Dan Campbell ain't him though.
Of course not, but you can get better. Andy Reid's gotten better.
Andy Reid won him like that either in them first 4 or 5 years. He won him?
I guess
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but if you
how much better though?
You're either getting better or you're getting worse.
See, that's what I'm telling you though. How much better can Michael Jordan be in his first 3 years? How much better can it be?
Michael Jordan developed a 3-point shot as the game went on. He did. Steph Curry got better on defense.
What I'm
KD
saying,
got better on
saying
defense.
is,
LeBron developed a jumper.
Do their careers? Yeah. But do they first freaking couple years as a head
Nick Sirianni's
coach?
going on year 6, Shady. Because we've been there for a while.
What's wrong with that though?
Meaning like it's now
his resume is strong. You know what? This is a silly conversation because can you name any coach that had a better resume in his first 5 years? Can you name anybody?
Jimmy
who?
Johnson. Yeah.
In his first 5 years?
Cowboys, Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Multiple Super Bowls,
multiple.
When he won in his first, the second year he won?
Yeah, I think he won 2. He won 2 Super Bowl. He worst off, he was only there for like 5 years, I think.
Who else though?
And he won 2.
Because Jimmy,
and similar situation. Those are probably the 2 most talented teams we've had in the last 30 years.
Oh, okay. So the most comparable guy you could think of is Jimmy.
That's just off top. I mean, I answered the question quick for you though, 2-5. I mean, bomb. You asked me the question, bomb.
I'm just saying, but that's pretty good.
Nah, Jimmy Johnson was only there for
all these great coaches that we talk about. All the great ones, all the greatest of all time. And you can name me one dude?
Yeah, first 5 in
that's
the
pretty
NFL.
Good, bro.
He only had 5 seasons in the NFL, which was at Dallas, and he won 2 Super Bowls.
I'm not gonna lie. Your boy
which also, I mean, Jimmy Johnson came into a similar type situation.
I mean, you're not like, I mean, that was good, but I'm thinking like it's not a lot of them. So
yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So for y'all to keep saying you gotta be better, I'm like, damn, there's only one coach you could think of that has a better start than him.
Here's what I know, Shady.
That's crazy
Sean
to me,
McVay?
though.
We have kept y'all waiting.
Sean Payne?
Sean McVay.
Can I get my single, Taylor? We've kept y'all waiting for a while. If y'all are in the chat,
hold up. Let me get ready.
Social Trey
Put this boy
has notified
this little
y'all
boy in his place
of what's about to happen. I am genuinely sorry.
I'm posting this shit.
Like, from the depths of my heart, I'm sorry for what's about to happen to Care Bear Kieran. I apologize.
If one time wasn't good enough for y'all, okay,
I
let's
apologize. Kieran, do you have any final words?
Let's
see him. I want to see.
It's all good.
Fair question.
It's all good. It's all good. Look, you sold me out for $250 already, Mr. Krabs. I understand how it goes. Look, go ahead. Hit me with your best shot.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Don't even worry.
I got you.
You know,
I feel bad.
Care Bear
I don't
Kieran
feel bad.
has stepped into a grown man's game.
Yes, I feel bad.
As just a
Grown
young
man.
pup.
Yes, yeah.
Just a young pup.
High school kid, man.
He knows not what he does.
He know, Father, forgive him.
Ooh, Lord,
For he
forgive
knows
him,
not what he
please.
does, Lord.
He knows not what he does. And the Bible says, leadeth thy neighbor not into temptation.
But do what?
Deliver.
But unfortunately, Kieran has led us right up into temptation.
Right there. We have to sin.
And it ain't fake.
And while
This
he
ain't AI.
This is not
and
AI.
while he decided to employ the use of AI to get his jokes off,
What are we talking about?
we have done some digging.
Oh, we did some digging.
In the words of the great LaShawn McCoy, I've done some digging.
Yeah.
And so, for those of you who may not have seen the show the other day, I want to bring you all a clip just to remind you so we're all on a level playing field here.
Yeah.
Rome, can we please play the clip from the other day
Here's the other
of
day.
how all this started?
Central Cast
Come
and
on.
another $50. We
this
say,
shit
yo,
like
Trey, put up the other AI pick I sent you. No!
There's another one?
There is no.
No.
It's out of pocket.
It's way out.
Come on. No.
Hold on.
Bro, on my soul, we not doing that one, bro.
Yo, you
I'm
put.
actually gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
You're actually gonna make me
I
mad.
haven't seen it.
If you put $100 on there, I can get Acho to do it.
No, you
I got the power.
you gonna sell me out for $100, Mr. Krabs? Is that what you gonna do?
Now,
Are you not showing it?
now, Acho, you've told me to put the codes in
Yeah, the codes have been entered.
and ready the weaponry.
Yes, sir.
That is the nuclear bomb. So can we play the second video?
Wanna blow something up? Huh? Come on.
Come on.
Push the button.
Put the button.
Push the button.
Put the button.
What are you doing? I'm just playing.
Play along.
Come on, push the button. Yeah, come
That's Care Bear right there.
Blow everybody up. Yeah, blow everybody up. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
And now, it is with great sorrow
Great sorrow.
and misfortune
Incredible misfortune.
that I bring you all this. Rome, can we please?
Yeah, thick boys need love too. Just because our ass is fatter than yours doesn't mean you gotta discriminate. I'm the type of brother been lugging this big old fat ass around for years.
Absolutely.
Every year, I never ever loved her. No. And I'm thinking it's 'cause my booty is bigger than theirs. I didn't care until I met this girl who told me to turn around.
Y'all thought I was unaware of my thickness?
She said I never seen a guy with an ass so round. She couldn't figure out why I'm so young. Now she's feeling it, caked up. She don't know what it is, but it seems I've got this booty. I'm so caked up, really feeling it.
Feeling that shit.
She's look.
Time out. Is that it?
I'm done, homie.
Was that it?
I didn't know.
Was that it? No. Sit your ass down.
I didn't know.
Sit your ass down.
Come on.
1 sec. Was that it?
I didn't even know.
Was that it? Was that it?
That was the news.
Time out.
That was the news.
Thank you guys for showing everybody my first million view video on TikTok. It was 2020 during the pandemic. It was amazing. You want to know how many women hit me up after that?
How many?
Thousands. Thousands of women hit me up after
I don't believe that.
Thousands.
I don't believe that.
I can show you after the show.
I don't believe that.
Now, you know what? I also did my own digging because you guys thought I was done. I was wondering. I was really sitting here wondering why or how in the world was LaShawn Shady McCoy so just obsessed with a man's figure? Why was he really sitting here just like, oh my God, bro, Kieran thick as hell, da 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 da. And you know what I found? I was scouring through Twitter. Rome, throw up the tweet right now.
Oh no.
P. Diddy, shout out at Cut On Dime 25. He got a different type of wiggle to him. OMG. What type of wiggle was he talking about, LaShawn McCoy? Because that's what I want to know. What type of wiggle were you showing Diddy? Since we care about me so much, what kind of wiggle was it? I told you not safe either. Mr. I'm cool with LaShawn's my boy. We did a lot of great work at Fox. I had to give him an opportunity. Trey, you not safe either. Y'all were all boys before I came into the fold. I ain't never been tweeted at by Diddy. What are we talking about, man?
That's not
what
real.
kind of wiggle were you
not
showing
real.
him?
Hey, listen.
What kind of wiggle were you showing? Now it's AI. Now it's AI. Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
Real talk.
Shady was showing him a different type of wiggle back in 2015.
That's AI.
I don't know what type of wiggle you was showing him.
That's AI.
But that shit's crazy.
Hey, but yo, real talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys
Hey,
for
look,
supporting my
I
TikTok.
know
You can go
that
follow me
video-
at Care
I
Bear
didn't know
Karen.
that video was real.
And look, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to
That
get
you
up out of
showed
here.
me?
Ethan,
Yeah.
let's play the music.